My life wasn't always like this. I worked in a bank and had money in bonds to cushion me for the future. Then, with a stroke of a pen, my life was destroyed. My bank was part of the 420 financial institutions which the MPP government recklessly collapsed. What was to become the life of the workers? No one in this insensitive government cared. And suddenly, I was jobless. Their incessant borrowing also led to a debt restructuring program that affected me, and just like that, a significant portion of my lifetime investment vanished. Even worse, my lifetime savings from 30 years of hard work has been rendered useless due to the continuous depreciation of the city and extremely high cost of living in the country. Now, look at me. The fruits of my toil and sweat have all gone down the drain because of bad leadership. What to eat with my children is even a struggle. God, help me and the many who share in my pain. Let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end. Change must come.
Vote for change. Vote for John Mahama and the NDC.
It's a great time for Ghanaian women. The nation builder John Mahama and Professor Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman will establish the first ever Women's Development Bank in Ghana. A special bank run by women, only women, to serve only women. Yes, the Women's Development Bank will support women's businesses by offering loans at a very low interest rate and on very flexible terms to empower women throughout Ghana. From hairdressers, market women, female graduates who want to go into business, online businesses owned by women, traders, dressmakers, caterers, food vendors, street hawkers, women in the corporate world, women in agribusiness, to other women-led and women-owned businesses in all fields. No one will be left out. With Mahama and Nana Jane at the helm, Ghanaian women shall surely rise. Vote for change. Vote for John Mahama and the NDC.
How can we solve the unemployment crisis in Ghana? Yes, Massa.
By using formula 133.
Can you expatiate?
Say, this simply means 1 job, 3 shifts, 3 people. That is the Mahama 24-hour economy policy. Under this policy, businesses will be given tax incentives, cheaper electricity, financial support, and security support services to encourage them to work 24/7 by adopting 3 work shifts of 8 hours each. This will triple job opportunities in the country. This policy will boost production, increase productivity, and generate well-paying jobs in all participating businesses and public organizations. Ejumanu obi afeyebi.
Excellent. The 24-hour policy will be a game changer.
Vote for change. Vote for John Mahama and the NDC.
Mama, stop worrying.
How is Kobna? I got some of his medication. His friends are raising funds to support us.
The kidney disease has taken the toll. But my son and our finances.
Mama, there is hope. The pharmacist told me about Mahama's policies on chronic diseases. John Mahama is going to establish the Mahama Cares Fund to support Ghanaians with kidney diseases, sickle cell, cancer, diabetes, hypertension, and other heart conditions to support and ease the financial burden on families like ours. Mama, but that is not all. Ghanaians can access free health care when they go to the CHIPS compound, health centers, clinics, and polyclinics. Mama, we have to vote wisely for Kobne's sake. Mama, wipe your tears. Wipe your tears. Mahama cares.
Vote for change. Vote for John Mahama and the NDC.
Messi 200 Ghana ko jasu sister. Buy na nya 5 cedis. And 40 Ghana. Hey, they container ya 40 to 50 pesos. And 20 Ghana. And adanchini olonka do 30 Ghana. Adai, o my buy money away.
One was our casa, me show din. Sha, Dokura me di 20 Ghana. Me pay kwa me 15 Ghana cedi a day. Omo be ni woman, ya call ya na ti yesan bai.
Sha, enye duane bo nko an e kosoro. John Dramani Mahama time. Smith 1 bag. Near 24 Ghana cedis. Min konko Smith 1 bag. You see, 108 cedis. Iron Ross, you better saying. It is to say, who see Danya? Say, and I'll be say, John Dramani Mahama Bama Gia. You be wo.
Ya be bian fa ho akom be kuyen yo.
Akom ne de enkuyen. You be fa ye ho adwen pa. Na MPP aban. Wa die hwammo ankasa.
Me de minim wo haw. Na me de mehwe masetirem na mato ababa.
Ene sa na tie de a. Eye akufu ade ne nipa wo mi a. Nyame ya dom ne se December 7 dura. You be true masese de YouTuber.
You be true ankasa.
Hwe wasetne moto abapa. E de sakraya papa beba wa brabo mu. To abama John Mahama ne NDC.
Ghana must work more efficiently.
John Dramani Mahama, 24-hour Juma fa wa dream mama why I get kana force them out Ejuma Pankwa.
All right, good evening and welcome to With Audio Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. It's exactly 4 8:58 p.m. U.S. East Coast time is definitely 8:58 in Ghana. Thank you very much for tuning in. We are live across the world from our studios here in Washington, D.C. We are live also on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. We are live on TV. On TV, search for Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. This evening, you can watch this show live on TV, also live on YouTube. Search for Loud Silence TV on YouTube. We are streaming live on Facebook. On Facebook, search for Loud Silence TV. That's on Loud Silence TV and also on With Audio Respect page on Facebook. Our radio is live tonight. Loud Silence Radio on iOS or on Apple. Go to the App Store and download Loud Silence Radio, or on any Android device, go to the Google Play Store and download Loud Silence Radio. Tonight we're here to discuss Ghana. We are back again to make sure we take our business. Our job here is to set the record straight, break issues down for you, the Ghanaian, and you, the Ghanaian out there in the diaspora, to understand or have a clear understanding of what is happening in Ghana. We have about 40 days to election 2024. John Dramani Mahama, it's in the lead. He's going to win. The NDC, they are going to win majority in parliament, and also John Mahama going to win the presidency. It's a fact. It's a gone conclusion. Nobody can debate on that. What we have to do here is to let you understand why you have to always be reminded that you have to vote for the NDC and John Dramani Mahama. Our democracy is at stake. Our economy is at stake. Ghana as a nation, we as a people, we are also at stake because we cannot be slaves in people's country. There are people in power today who have deliberately decided to set some kind of dissatisfaction and also some kind of confusion in Ghana. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, they are guilty when it comes to planning conflict, when it comes to trying to side the people against each other. My job here tonight is to break it down for you to have a clear understanding of what is going on in Ghana. I will not mince words. With all due respect, if you know you are not 18 years and over, this platform isn't the right platform for you. With all due respect, if strong language is against your religion, goes against your upbringing, maybe you are too educated to sit and listen to a show with strong language in it. I like to say, with all due respect, change the channel, go watch something else, or go listen to something else, because here the language is strong, we are precise, straightforward, we do not mince words. My name again is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. My producers are called the Ghost Team. Tonight, we will be talking about the U.S. Embassy in Ghana. In fact, the U.S. government, they have released a statement to we Ghanaians, especially people in power. We will also be talking about the Speaker of Parliament, Albert Bagbin, his letter to the Supreme Court. What did he say? What was his reason? We will break it down, read it, and make sure you also understand what is actually happening. There are some social media segment stories that we will deal with. Electoral Commission, we were talking about Bawku. Very important. That's destabilization in Bawku. People being killed, the president being quiet, the vice president decided not to speak on it. We need to speak on Bawku. We'll be talking about Bawku. We'll be talking about so many things. We have free SHS issues here at La General Hospital, EC, the trust, do Ghanaians trust the Electoral Commission? These are things we'll be discussing. We also be talking about at Sogli, Togwe Afedi, company pulling out of the power supply. Are we experiencing doom so or not? These are things that we'll be discussing. Also, Aguna West, Aguna East, so many things happening today. So many things to talk about tonight. So if you are here with me, I'd like to say thank you very much. Welcome to the most authoritative, most award show on the planet right now. This is With All Due Respect extended version. And you bring me and a midi Jumadi Uchami, Omo from the Ghost Team, Omo, and Ashen Semino, Abono Tofa, Eddie Amam, Memra, Namimbe Jum, and Ghana for Nagana for no Coronadia Echo. And then you bring your bidding Komobri, Alpha, a Speaker of Parliament, Krata, Watcher, Edia Coma Supreme Court, and also a year the U.S. Embassy, Ghana, Ijinemuma, Emma, United States of America, no, almost the Krata Tintia Babontine, na Krata no, Omo Boko, Biwum, Kokono, a comma wine, a comma a year, or my moon penny for, Omo, my imagine say, Omo betu, a crew, Kibimamin Kibinet Tugu, as say Chrono, a Johnny Akusha Bruchri, U.S. Abino, and the Omo de Omon Sam, ano, Omo de Omano Sam, sorry, and so Ababetu Jase, Omo Manin took Ghana, any area suffering, the Omoso Ehu. Na eye kokwa almost ebo Ghana for my imagine say omo be say Ghana no mo dwane efri Ghana yebesa ka eye boko ho nsem yebedwum kakra ma Ghana for ehu de ekoso boko ene nipa bi a omo hye omo ma boko nipa bi eku nipa bi oboko yebeka eye nsem bebre social media segment, so many stories to deal with. Intended no it's packed, it's a packed a year Packed Monday, all the way from the United States East Coast. Into Shamenyubria, we are Ghana in Sebio, we are Christoni, Sebio, Jumadia Obabeshi, Casano, and Wedding, Iboha, Sebio Yaka, Ubasi Edia Temibo, so in some kind of Anweshodo, Sebio, we are Christoni, Ebia Usku Awako, Senia Titeo, Senia Sebio Obo Brano, Sa, and some Sana and Wedeno, and Ne Sebio Wakuma Enshia, Mr. Ahase Yenji Uska. Ubetumi awoso akɔhwɛ ɛyɛ platform for sɛ ne bɛyɛ a oho ndwedwe o sɛ ne bɛyɛ a sɛbi onka sɛ yemu ade nti we dey option to go out there and watch another platform. Aha, Jumadie no, Jumadia, penifo na hwe. Ekire wedi mfie edu wotwe, and now say 18 years and over, and sana wetumi ahwe Jumadie we. Bidini Kevin Taylor, omombo mechidom no, you're from the Ghost team. Enyumbre, ubetuma ahwe radio, TV so, any radio so, or Android device, more Samsung, ne Hawaii, ne hidi and sa, chan phones no, ubetuma ko, Google Play Store, na, mwako, ako download the Loud Silence Radio, sabeka Jumadie we. Most of them Apple, fumu Benz no, most of mubetuma ko App Store, I could download the Loud Silence Radio and so move to me Jumadie no ewo. You're live and so YouTube no search for Loud Silence TV or YouTube on sa ebeka ende nyumbre. Yes sir, and so Facebook with all due respect a page bako and a Loud Silence TV and so ye page bako. Jumadie etwegu e wiase afa na nyina no. All right, Jumadie etwa gu nyina no obia and so ensa ebetuma kabi. Omombo mechido from the Ghost team, on standby na omo hwe Jumadie. Die mehie bia ombeba me nsaka na won saka se ne be ye betumi aboa ama Ghana anya ne ntoma pa efra. Medin biem esa de Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. Edie na ekoso amente ya nipa bi ekekansam. Edie na esi. Hey, asoma tukusie. Edie na ekoso Ghana mente ya amanfo bidwin se bia memeni akukuduro nti bibisi a mentumi nkebi. Do ebe ma no nka bibi wa ha. Bibi ani ha de ende mekọ. Ai. Mo bibia nka mpesa mo ka na say ya start ansa na ya start show na Baumia is behind it. Okay, YouTube, so me who so many people on YouTube, Samsung, so your phone, why? Greetings. BBNC the ebetuma ko yenim. Ewi ase de sebio edum rebia na wa manipa bi ho kwan emomo so agiomani sa na tie ewo asase we so. Edu sometime bia na wama nipa bi so eni age enya wonkwa na obetumi di de enya wonkwa na sebi onyambe de nyansa ahye utrima obetumi de nyansa no aboa wo ho asade aboa eye nipa nti se na Yesu ba ya na sebi Yesu oye nipa bia oye selfless oye Yesu oye nipa bia o ma ne nhira eka obi an saa na schools bi wo ha etie school bi se presec say onyansa nyame de ahye yetrim asema tukusie nyansa nyame de ahye yetrim a adom ye a ehira ebrusu no adom na abroso no enu bi na yasbi yasanim amana ka bi mu nti anya se bia ye boa payo anasa ohwe preseka and say me say amanfo bebre kasa 2 days ago so there na bolare afreme I on tiasia kra se me say akraka fo dum wi ene ade nti me apologize to no de me kan on tiasia ade ntina se an ne mbakra the video na send no me say akraka fo dum wi omo ye wi ene ade na omo nchela nge trophy bia na akraka na moto no competition bia mako bia no mawe omo ahira ye school bia omo ti dwom na se omo nam omo dem school uniform na ton nam na se nsamfo na jantra ne ade asana me kan no so ase me ka che bulare se bula adena general adena wo jama ho ose an obo medi wo mu nti ama manfo bi se ai me na isi na se bola wo minimu wonya jantra wo minimu wonya kromfo me se akraka adena enwumre uma menda abola regional phone so boga what you do me you no do me I say what I do you me se akraka academy school no men ka se wo enso bo fu gidigidi waba aboga this one there you for go and beg me I say beg you for the way Bolare say me pa the chow can you for come beg me because the things you talk. And I'm saying, Bolare, what I talk? Bolare say, so what I talk? And I say, and I'm kind of Bola, what I talk? I say, the thing you talk, say me a cracker, a kufuado come. I say, hey, Bola, you say me, I say a bufuado. Okay. As some of my kind to Bolare say, Accra Academy. Obi anum you ho. Bolare na eka or say Accra Academy ni bi enu wiase onum wi. Into one. Bolare say men kan cham say Accra obi anu anum you ho da. 2 Bolare na eka or say mema nto say Accra ni bia ni wo wi ade mpo da e wasase we so into Accra Academy bia ni wa oye wi o se menka Accra Academy ni bia ni wo bojantra Bolare se menka nkire mo na o kan samba ku bia no de mempese maji atum Bolare se oro Bolare se ai na meka se dia meka na ewo ma ye no credit ekufu ade o kire ade Accra Academy ene de Bolare mentwen sign Bolare say I will do my checks. Boga if you do, and I say Bolare, you to go do your checks. Me, I say Ekufuado, echre adie. Ewo Accra Academy. Also won tiasia menye oden. Also Bolare, wo se Accra mu numi mesemate. Wo se Accra mu wi ade mesemate. Mo se mo mpemba nya jantra mesemate. Esi ye nyina yate ye pa mo chew Accra mu nye sa. Ba mo timi kan kire se Ekufuado wan kire de wa Accra. Ene Bolare se ndi ontimi nya fact no, ontimi check e kire okọ check na archive. So no. Ekufuado kire de obola Accra Academy Bolare tie me. Amount for a pre trophy no mu win 53 no. O ti Accra Academy na wo pressa wo num wi. Wo afefo o classmate fo e na ti botwe e wini e ni pressa ke ko 53. O ti wo say yes wo num wi ntu buofu. Inter Accra Academy fo buofu. Amount for the trophy no mo de mo pressa yen club din. Edipa e ye chen awunya. Enti Bolare say edipa ye chen awunya. Enti menka che Ghana for say obie ni wa kwa Accra Academy num wi da. Hey, Bola kasa yo na nipa nche. Obie nu akwa academy wa winu wida. Obie nu wadi bone wa academy da. Inti Bolare, this is the situation. Asma na me no kana wonti ase na wakasa no. Accra Academy, o kan na do danko Ekufuado ni history ene ne Wikipedia ene da ho no. O kan bedru paragraph o de starting free throw. He started his primary education at the government boys school and Rowie Road School. That is now Kimbu. And Canada, so Kimbu Special School. No? Both in Accra Central. He went to England and continued his education at Holmwood House Preparatory School before studying for his O-level and A-level examinations at Lancing College, Sussex. I say where he was nicknamed Billy Ekufuado, ni profile ni. And joined the Anglican faith. In Ekufuado, or Anglican need to say me. Let me do that. Nana go out. Anglican say, but let me be alamajeno. Obisa, please, too much of tree. Me pacho opa brofwe ko GTV. Opa brofwa, go and listen or watch GTV. With all due respect, I'm talking to Ghanaians, and I'm more the language I can speak more. My local dialect, Metepa Akankasa. Yes, Akankasa. Yakasa akankasa, infantifoka akankasa. Eye sehifoka akankasa. Eye kuufoka akankasa. Asantifoka akankasa. Eye de bonofo inti akankasa na meka. Aha, ene na mete. Inti sa onti akankasa. Inti na sometime de brofo frafra no. Inti too much English, I'll be to my Metro TV. Almost a Vietnam suit to okokoshe. Now when you read, it says this. It says in 1962, but left soon afterwards. I'm saying Billy joined the Anglican faith. He began philosophy, politics, and economics course at New College, Oxford, in 1962. Oko Oxford zuwe Ekufuado. Oko numu wi ene pamono. Now, but left soon after. He returned to Ghana in 1962 to teach at Accra Academy. It bone be na maya Bolare. O se Accra ka for mu numu wi mate. Me say I apologize. Also Accra for mon pemba, me say mate, I apologize. Accra for mon pejantra, mate. Na untimi kan cham se Ekufuado anchira de Accra. Asema na ka chire me. Ekufuado taught at Accra Academy. You people should go and check your records well. No chira de Accra. Until we have the right to say Ekufuado too is an old teacher of Accra Academy. Into that bad result that you people are getting today, no? Your old teachers, no, some of them have contributed to the bad name of Accra Academy. And Ekufuado is an old teacher of Accra Academy. You people should shut up. You people should shut up, Bolare. Shut up. And stop making too much noise. Go to Ekufuado and ask him. He has contributed to the bad education that's going on at Accra Academy. He used to be a teacher there. Record Papa Ben Ojano ho. Billy the Goat was there teaching you people. It is a monya kronfona munumi. We are get it. I apologize, but you cannot tell me Ekufuado did not go to Accra Academy to teach. Now, Mr. Ekufuado is an ex-teacher of Accra Academy. Enter ma bon, muja munja. The may be a munya muhu. And then Accra Academy is school Papa Ben Mia. And yet a Accra we nye dwom nesi the same as Prempe in Kurasi for school e de na wom omo bo chairman wuntumi e ko Prempe inter papa ben na free Prempe mu aba obo dwa gigi samia chenje hine haya be dia haya me dia kim gigi Prempe ade papa ben na Prempe chairman wuntumi gini we ko Prempe die so na me so Prempe so mo bodam Bleu. Now I want to say something. Ansani atwaso. Chen hinemaba. Mr. P, Mr. S. The guy even got third class from Legon, economic student. On Nana Kuredo Ajima Rollins, and a call Legon third class. Ubulare Kasa Omadi Pankasa. I come and apologize to me. I have apologized to you. Munye Mumpejantra. And so Ekufu na chira madie. That bad academics na ekoso akraka na Ekufu na kawo. Munjintum. Motum national anthem for Ekufu de dimbrem. Na nko in patenti na kofa de papa ba anka mebo ni din. You people, you are stubborn. You are crack academy boys. Bleu. A man for 53, 1 point you know. Moment nam 23. Apamwa, mama wan muti akranti de. Anya bola so na moti anya dwom na moti. Inti de ewo sisi ampesa meka nyina ne say. A man for bebre kan say bi say oh presec. Na presec enwini. Na ebutwefo eyi presec film. Let me tell you people something. Mo amohwe mu nyina munim say presec a better school. Mu nyina munim. Saturday na nsem wo ha ohun ye members meeting na nyame bi wo ha, and I'm telling the team I'm very sorry I have to say this. I will say this. Ye meetings are as all students near the day your executive all student executives meka ho omo memenka Ghana for the no any US for no omo all students omo Ireland no eno meka ho ye dey decide election no dey nkora no be ma menkyerem dey see here. I didn't want to say it but I'll say it. On Saturday we atwam and I me wo ne frɛ Saturday na adwenom ka say oh call bi aba into me fire no na botwe headmaster, and I'm so who is this? And also Mr. Ian, I'm so say what is the problem? And also easy as in yen there wo befa na wo fa no wonya wo tweka ho a many me guase because botwe yenya botwa aya asem kese oh say yen yanke wini yanke 8 botwe so ye from botwe papa no headmaster in the frame, and I'm so oh I cannot do anything. I'm telling you, me cannot crana chiremo. The money see Sunday na make chiremo no, but I'm who be a simple so ni inside. Inti headmaster in the frame no, and I'm so Mr. Headmaster. Ne problem you know say obe retire and say we call pension. Na or pay bibia kodi pension and san wo. And I'm so head we know, and also Mr. One. I am botwefo one pere awon presek obenya awotwe. E bi say na botwefo yenya awotwe. And I'm so yenya wotwa na we nya wotwa onya problem bi also nyo minyim papa but awon botwefo yenya wotwe nti se we nya wotwa won fa wa botwe nto nchen na nka ye nkwa nyim kakra de na botwe headmaster kenya se yenya 8 a ke fa 8 nto nchen na mo munya 8 nkope 8 bi. And I'm ka say oh this is beyond my salary into personal into I am ka say we can't do anything into I want me frɛ committee na ka say this is what botwe one headmaster also ope yemfa wotwe nto nchen na onya wotwe, and I'm saying to me for wotwe nto nchen because our boys are prepared and everybody knows. In fact, National Science and Maths quiz was at the end for munim se per second ye ne ejuma. It is what happened Saturday night. It is Saturday night papa gina phone so no osu. It be them because I can't do anything but your headmaster no. It be the phone to someone na call be buy. Call the bana botwe headmaster no ne wife. Na minim se me relate no. Auntie Agnes. Na me name so me relative. In time Agnes from us do. Me kun onzizi and I'm say ba asem. Also of fro na won ko opede ye bibi ma won. And I'm say ma anti meant to be ye bibi also won ye bibi onye dem obewa atomedo. Inti botwe se mo bibi a mo fanda botwe headmaster no ne yire because me relate ne yire no. And I'm say anti ye ntumi nye bibiara. And also oh won ye bibi and I'm say ye ntumi nye bibiara. And also hweme enyim me auntie me panasem botwe headmaster and wife and me panasem papa very nice woman, very nice woman. Intiemu ena ye call meeting no Saturday anadwo Saturday na me da na madeda botwe story na me de mamo de ma botwe wini na me ka kire mo anytime we dey am show mo say na misre. There's a bigger picture behind the scenes that you don't know. Inti anadwo na omkasa kasa ko sie ne ka so we will think about it. You catch up if you think about it, it was said near Cassie, you shed your yes, you drop points and I ain't drop points. It's when them catch and say they can whatever they want to do, they can do it because but I like my auntie, she's a very good woman, but I will trade them into me more headmaster and uncle and I'm saying me to me more uncle. The funny thing is, Sunday and opa any letter. Every the World International Quiz Administration. World International Quiz Administration, WIQA. and the letter Presec say immediately if Presec is in any competition, we should at the end of the day withdraw for the event into the World International Quiz Association. Oma Trabra Presec say Oma Pesa Yankora and you pull it out into Sunday night very difficult. But Bibiana did so the end to him film say you jai. It was very tactical at that moment, and we didn't know what to do. In Tinkurani Konya, they were asking, said, should we finish? Should we do the points? Should we get the points? And I said, you stay on. In Tini and Yomo go back and forth, letter and crowing. Almost sending letter breya. Just say World International Quiz Association for person you jai the because Oma check here standing will say, yeah, quiz na debi winnie. Until they don't understand why we will have to waste time and go to Cape Coast again and sit on our asses for hours to win another one because it was in our grab near a winnie. Until letter the buy and the headmaster the fair committee meeting. And also this is the letter, and the winning bonus, the reward, and I say award that's $70,000. National Masters has go send that so. Into honor na very conflicted pa. It is Sunday and panel na enkorane hu de omonka and ye kaso omo de omonko. We will signal them and see. It is always steady. Time a competition e cost na edu 53 no. Some more mo hweti mo ahwe won say enkorane de mo signal say release. Ye na drop ye. And enkorane no eje mu man kofo enya ba akokɔ because on say a point so nkofo a video bi aba na ye boys na APA fra but no mo kwa kwaji visa no. Yeah. Because immediate WQI if one say encouraging conform passport will fear fast normal fan US embassy for no engine starting process into the air Kenya and encouraging kwabrochire ye World International Quiz Association for competition anyway into see a gem babotwa near story no mo amokeka nsam chenyi na yehumu ya steady ye na form sa enye say ye lose anase bibi sa ye WQIA into when I went to NSQIM na monta na Ghana ho na monye botwe ye be se ma wini a ye minimum nyina ye obi anim ye ni abre pa
yo pe bi obi anka yo ho twemo na me strike ebre semu me monitor nkofo bebre me monitor mu nyina mu siwi a me dia kwa awrade anim na fe ya hwede nyame betuma ye obritie mu na se etisi uso a ye do bebre me yo pe bi obi anka yo ho twemo na me strike ebre semu me monitor nkofo bebre me monitor mu nyina mu siwi a me dia kwa awrade anim na fe ya hwede nyame betuma ye obritie mu na se etisi uso a ye do bebre me yo pe bi obi anka yo ho twemo na me strike ebre semu me monitor nkofo bebre me monitor mu nyina mu siwi a me dia kwa awrade anim na fe ya hwede nyame betuma ye obritie mu na se etisi uso a ye do bebre me
ya monitor ni bebre ya steady ni yehwe na kakra botwe otisi wondo a wa azinyankopon baka kakra botwe otisi wondo a na wobehu de asasi ne mu ye hye ya de enka bibia ye monitor bia de mo beka bia monka ye WIQA it is amatina ye NSQMM and ye mo problem Ghana ho ye WIQA. Say it again, WIQA, World International Quiz Association, Association. Omoni ye ko omodi ye, modi amontina Ghana ho. Yo, all right, now. Hey, asema tukusie no, kusia jiru still feel to kusie. Hey, asem party. Na ye den kra de basa. Hey, ye den kra de basa. What went wrong? The people were not supposed to send us the letter. The letter, as Antony said, the letter that came in. And I may lose focus. That letter. What actually went wrong? 50. Now, abano we are just a member some call and protest once and be go back. Okay, next year, beba. Next year, beba. What you do, na? Now we see. Uga ko to abusumi. O ma sa sorry ana. O mo se galan ku omo ana. How did this happen? Hey, I said, how do you know? What you for what you do now? Dolu for to me quiz my pantias ya grab and Jack. Ya church the one still be jina. All right. Nimako, event then is here in Guasia Banti. Nimako.
Arabas
Therefore, when they were gathered together, Pilate said unto them,
Whom will ye that I release unto you? Barabbas, or Jesus, which is called Christ.
Therefore, when they were gathered together, Pilate said unto them,
Whom will ye that I release unto you? Barabbas, for Jesus, which is called Christ.
Hey, Eja no no, Eja KO ni mako. All right, now let's do take care of business right now. So this is something that we all need to know. Tibia Bawumiamo area campaign wa Ghana no. I'm a campaign at time, you know, and I always say I'm one person when it comes to a year religion, a different politics. I'm in India. Now, for Bawumiamo to go and take a sticker, it's one of the biggest insults to the religion. And we have to be very careful how NPP for we area campaign. The desperation in the eyes of the NPP is too much. The disregard for Onyankopon, the respect Onyankopon, the way a NPP for disrespect everything because of power, the desperation in the eyes of the NPP, the desperation in the eyes of Bawumiano, and then and these clowns. We have to be very careful about it. It's getting too much now. To the point whereby Buta they are sorry, in Krimufodia are sorry, Bawumiano and Kofwa Komasalachi Ed Yomosteka Kotaratari Buta home, a force. And Debiabe Metnahaka may say you can do everything in politics, I don't care. But the moment you try to infuse religion, I would the religion better than for in politics, no, you start to get me pissed off. And these are some of the things I don't want to see. Bawumia has denigrated the Islamic religion. Every single thing I knew my unim sanka ose nipa it me protect your friend who say Nkrebonino. Mahmoud Bawumia has denigrated the Islamic religion. Right now, with to me the aye ne nkwasi asem ne nonsense ne wura masalachi. Or the ura moskolachi ena okwa moskolachi a enkofo eye den eye salla no buta na ye de ye salla no ena ende omodi omstika e taretare ho e was salla e masalachi. E di asem no. Because when you go to masalachi, you have to understand. So okoye campaign cross or tia say ahadie. Now the NPP, you know, I don't know what is wrong with them. I don't know what is wrong with Bawumia. I don't know why he thinks that he can use the religion obetumi nkremusomo obetumi asay or someone to favor himself. I just don't know what Bawumia wants. And it worries me a lot because so share Sibia deliberately every single day. Omo person omo di nkremusum etwitwi fom egu nkremufu ni mase egu chief imam ni mase. The desperation is too much. What is all this? I was so embarrassed when I saw this. You cannot untumi nyesadi way. Whoever is behind it, South, I say the I have for not South. This person, Kremonibi or I have for not South, be also to Tiasa Nipawe. Aden, for all you know, sir gentlemen here all contested for I have for not South seat, you know. For all you know, on moon Kremofompo, on respecting Kremofo, sir gentleman we Okofa. Onona sorry them Bible ed a sticker kotarechira obedi di watem say aden umbuna sorry ana. And so because of politics, these filthy ones, these foolish ones, these ones who think say because of power until see a go be say such a young man disrespecting Nkremusum. Why? How? Why are we allowing this to happen in Ghana? Why are we allowing these young people to take this almost dirty politics this low? Why is this happening? Why is nobody speaking? We should not go this low. And then, how desperate the NPP is. How akumsin onam krum onam jom and oche anwa oil cooking oil.
I'm a boss. Any papa. Ghana for Judicial. Ghana for Judicial. Ghana for Judicial. Mami dia.
You see the disrespect. How Kumsin, Kaswa Grace Jones. Just say, I just want you see Jimmy into a coffer and wa and not the Bawumia stick at Tarahum. And a all changwa, when Yagwan got Tomame. And no quack can go so be scheduled so good. Now when yam ranty and maba wa dinichi, Adaya Yakochangwa Magana for Kaswa Jum, no matter Obama Muwe, no Muwe Parliament. Muwe Akotna Parliament. Ministry of Special Initiative Beshen and Sa Muwe and I'm Ghana the Num Kankai and to me, I nyad papa be a diska. Ekufuado Yerep, Ekufuado ba Jankruma, ambulance dealy, a Muwe na demand bano. Muwe to Ghana so or a fisheries ministry on a handle. Muwe to Ghana chitu abu nipa tuo ema muwe and the nipa sa dini muwe chi. Muwe na nipa dine chi ye nitu se obotio na mo maame fo amudi ne chi eye hawa kumsi na mo bananka hawa kumsi bodi timu tuya anka mo kwasi anka mo bedi hawa kumsi ne chi se onante na onche just cooking oil ene ye de Bawumia stick ataron se je ne koto aba ne ye ndwan ye moana ye jimi se na moma NPP fo hu Ghana fo na mama muwe ni na mkaso didi nkwasi asam otumi gina radio say yes na me bo tuo no na muwe da hone nam Ghana ade a na one Ekufuado twempena na obutu table so ma saa chichide ne tare de chi enti mama ye nka muwe asam embe da ho te Ghana ende ema nipa da ho di eye muwe chi say onwura parliament. See how they have lowered our politics. Into moto about 2016 2020 no went na moto aba Ghana for moko sala is MPP mra no sankwasi ade we na we have the boys, we have the men, we have the women no sa muwe mu na moko se sa mo ba yeso mo baji na we die nyansa no mo mo de betu abo Ghana omo di musika gina $58 million akotu amena wakofa angwa 1 liter abra o se gine kwato aba. That alone should tell you say sa muwe na na nam how a kaswan how akumsi no ombumu mposa mu ye nipa na yenya mbayewa inketesia mbrantie no mudi muwe chi se yenkocha ngwa no montomaye. For a politician to pick cooking oil and say metumi the cooking oil we abadwom na nipa bi beje ato amame no na one sa politician no ohumu amu adwom ho nyina asem wagimi. I'm telling you na mo amu adwom ho no ohumu nyina mo say sa anwa na ode mam no esom mo echen mo amabrabo esom bo chen mo mma Esom mo echen eyedien ayare sabia papa wobenya. Esom mo echen wankasa wo kra. Na ese saa mu we no ombu mu omo kasoa ohum se mu agimi because obomutu a mo beje anwa ato abama no. Ade chine akoto aba na mu we ebotu a ye beje ne asa akoto ama ne se mu bedi eso for 8 years na ntwie we apo edi nkwasiasem e wo kasoa bedu hande ema ende wenya akukuduru akotam anwa se mecheche anwa se mecheche anwa wudi a obewu anwa oyela wudi a obewu no eno na ende hawa kumsin ede mamo se monjina monto abama no adan a 1 liter anwa 1 liter. Now, there's something very important we need to talk about, and it's got to do with Bawku. And this Bawku issue is a very sensitive issue. I don't want us to skip. Now, Bawku, and we all know, and I just want to say this. In Ghana, more history, especially more the history of the Northern region, more archives. Majority of you know. And the truth behind this Bawku conflict. You all know. But abakwa sama ya bekinkan any how you follow your politics abedun no. We all know when you go to Bawku, those who are wrong and those who are right. And the people who live in Bawku, the people who basically are the indigents of Bawku no omunimomo. So all that is happening, we all understand, say, it has its own political twist to it. And we need to be honest to each other. We need to basically speak the truth. And no one ama a peace about Bawku. The way we are handling Bawku issue, no, and the way some politicians, especially this government, handle Bawku issue, no, it is becoming so bad to the point whereby Bawku for Ghana for they are deliberately being suppressed because some political hands and also some people who have political power, they believe say Bawku for benya peace there. Some group of people should have the peace and should have the power and should be equipped and should be weaponized to frustrate and depress and basically kick some citizens and our indigents out of their land. At the end of the day, we are all Ghanaians. And we need to be very careful the way I handle Bawku issue, especially this NPP government under Ekufuado and Bawumia. Now, let's listen to the former President John Mahama. If you are making a
I also thank them for the peace that we're enjoying, because without peace, there can be no progress. Unfortunately, any time the peace of Ghana will be disturbed, it is the MPP government that is in power. Recently, I've been hearing some things happening in Bawku that appear to be threatening to disturb the peace there. I just appeal to the people of Bawku area and all those who are stakeholders in what is happening there to exercise patience, exercise restraint. We know that there are some sinister hands who are trying to stoke the fires of ethnic conflict. They should not allow themselves to be provoked to violence. And so please, the people of Bawku area, I'm begging you, I'm pleading with you, remain calm, be restrained, don't resort to conflict. NDC is coming. When we come, we will make sure there is peace in Bawku and surrounding areas.
So these are the words of the former president, John Dramani Mahama. And as some men oka, na asem nyina oka ne say, eye ensama esi Bawku no. Opa eye Ghana for chow, especially omwa omote Bawku omye Ghana for. Opa omo chow pa say, sa we Ghana ni na ote Bawku kwadia. John Dramani Mahama is saying he pleads with you. We all know the AC of Bawku. We all know how deliberately some politicians, especially in this government, are doing everything possible to make sure, say, some people are suppressed on their own mother's land. No? John Mahama is saying, say, Mumba yena making sure, say, as citizens and as indigents of Bokono, we all have to have patience for each other. And this say a amount for political ambition, their motive, which is evil, to divide us and to kill us. Because what is happening in Bokono, a straightforward political influence, and a Emma Boku Fonibi, Nipa omote Boko, ebi ku omunuanom, eku omoyerenom, eku omumba. It is because the government of the day, they have taken a stand. That stand, is not actually helping the people of Boko. And these are the kind of statements we need. And the Menoka say, yes, Nipa over 15, and the Omowu Boko. The president of the republic has not spoken. The vice president, who is from that part of this country, has not spoken. And this is not the first time this is happening. When they started going after the people of Boko, and let me be honest here, I am not going to take sides in this matter. That is why from the beginning of my statement, I must say, in Penifua around Boko, the history of Ghana, you know the truth behind this Boko conflict. You people know the truth behind this conflict. You people know that there are some things it is influence, a political influence, a straightforward politics. Government of the day is involved in making sure say peace, I afraid the peace. Enkwarane emrewa ene embayua ene yema minimum woboko. The government of the day wants to take that peace away for all these people at the end of the day to be killed. And that is my focus. My focus is for people in Bawku to understand to say we should not allow a politician to come in to suppress and kill the other person for others to feel happy. And who is going to be happy when your brother is dead, when your sister is dead? But the real history is that in Penifua Muwo Srim, in Penifua Muwo Boko, in Penifua Munyina Muwo Ghana history, we where this Boko conflict is coming from. And if we are ready to solve it in more than 24 hours, the Boko conflict will be solved. But the problem is that there are some people in this government who don't want the problem to be solved because of their personal interests. When you go to Boko, you are NDC for her and you are MPP for her. When you go to Boko, you want to more NDC, and you want to more MPP. You want to inquire more MPP, and you want to more NDC. Boko itself is made up of Ghanaians. Let us get something straight. What is happening right now? The NPP trying to nullify a group of people in Boko, and it is bad. And let us be fair to ourselves. The kind of attention this government is giving to the Boko conflict, the kind of attention the president is giving to this Boko conflict, the kind of attention the vice president is giving, you could see they care less about what is happening because in their head, some people that they are on their side are winning the battle. And we as a people, we have to at the end of the day understand the say yen to mean jina e kobiechi emanin suppress kobi in the name say obi wa abaimu, somebody is in power. So no matter what, some people are supposed to take over the place. Every single soul in Boko is a Ghanaian, and that is the most important thing we all need to understand. Every single soul in Boko is a Ghanaian first before Boko. So why are we allowing politicians to infiltrate? Now, look at this. My mentor the Kudientia. A Boko issue a very scary. Now, full text. Boko Naba blames Ekufuado Bawumia for renewed conflicts. And these are not easy or weak words. The overlord of Boko, the Boko Shanensa, Boko Wura, we be na no atro krata se eye Kufuado ene Bawumia ene Shento Kwanichi. This is serious. Why should it get to this point? Why should it get to this place? I don't care about the tribal fashion, but my issue is why should politicians go in there and because of the little power they have, they want some of their brothers and sisters who voted for them to be killed, to die, or because they feel that their party, their power will force some people to bow to some people. Now, the overlord of Boko is saying, say, the conflict, the renewed conflict, Nipa Ewu or Bokono, the overlord is saying, say, Kufuado and Bawumia, they are the ones behind the killings in Boko, and this is dangerous. This is dangerous because when an overlord, the chief of a place, the recognized chief of a place, a chief who everybody recognizes, says a president and his vice are behind conflict, then we have to be careful. We have to be careful because it can escalate. It can get to a point whereby we will not be able to stop what is going on. I care about the young people of Bawku. I care about the women. I care about the children. I care about lives. I don't care about the political parties in Bawku. The people of Bawku know what is good for them. The elders at Bawku, they know who owns Bawku land, who is supposed to lead Bawku land, who is supposed to be in charge of Bawku land. So why are we making this so complex? Why are we making this so difficult? Why are we making this so tough for simple lives to be saved? Why is it so complicated? And I ask Bawumia, what does Ekufuado and Bawumia, what did they get from this? Mamka Vincho. Bawku Naba is not far from the truth. You know why? Because you see, near Tikromha, and Nana Adodankwa Ekufuado catch Ghana for say, or starting a tour, or starting a tour with Ghana. Now you see the conflict, you know. Nana Adodankwa Ekufuado, he stays in Greater Accra region. So Ekufuado starting a tour. You expect Ekufuado to start his tour. Say Bawumia, say a campaigner, also started tour no the closest region. Either from his stronghold, the Ashanti region, or from the Greater Accra region, or from his own region, or even regions closer to him. But the funny thing is, Nana Adodankwa Ekufuado, what he did was that because he had an agenda, because he knew what he was doing, because he wanted to go up there and set the traps before he leaves. Because to me, I believe Ekufuado starting the tour now. He actually went up there to go create an impression and to put something in some people's head to say, you people, the land is for you, and that anybody who comes here, destroy them, we will protect you. And that is the reason why Ekufuado say, or starting the tour now, today, Ekufuado begins tour of Savannah, Northern and Northeast region today. Nana Adodankwa Ekufuado started the tour of Upper East. And why the reason why he started his tour from there, and they say he wanted the people there who are not people who want peace, you know. He went there to assure them, say, whatever they are doing, whatever make them believe, say, they can take over Bawku, they can basically take over the place, you know. He went there to assure them that they can do what they want to do. That is why after he left there, the conflict started. Because the idea is that the president always goes to places, stoke fire, goes there, builds some kind of tension and walks away. And that is why Ekufuado say, Oyato, Oko Upper East, Biem. Say, Wakojina baby yeto fufro, because the agenda was that Sa Esrohono, they wanted to give it to some particular group of people. I'm not here to draw tribal lines, but I'm here to make sure, say, every Ghanaian who is up there and calling himself or herself Ghanaian is protected. That is my priority here. I don't care where this person is coming from, which tribe this person is with. We all know the history of Bawku. The people in Bawku, the people in the north, the historians in Ghana, they all know the history of Bawku and they know who are the rightful owners of Bawku land. It is not my job to come and tell the people who already know the truth, Bawku, who owns the land of Bawku. Inti Nana Adodankwa Ekufuado is the one who started this. He went up there and he went to meet people and told them, say, this is what you need to do. You see, some people have been weaponized in Bawku. They have been given an idea that they can commit crime and walk. They can kill and walk. No consequences as far as the NPP is in power. That is why some people, because the only solution from this government, every time there's conflict in Bawku, is that there's curfew. Oh, we have placed curfew. So whoever has murdered anyone, whoever has deliberately killed a Ghanaian, that person walks free. And that is the only thing they do to protect criminals who have been given the weapons to fight their brothers and sisters. So you will see, the interior minister will come and say, oh, Bawku, we have put a curfew in place. If you put curfew in place, that does not mean you have solved the problem. People are killing people, and we know the people killing the people. There are people who have seen people who are not supposed to have weapons, people who are being weaponized. We know their names. Why is the ministry refusing to make sure, say, some people have been arrested? They don't arrest. All that they do is that curfew. They will put a curfew down. After 2 weeks, 3 weeks, they will lift the curfew. These people will come back again. They will kill again. They will go back into their hole, and then they will come and say curfew. You cannot build a place like that. That is why when the Bawku Naba said that Bawku people wanted their own region, I supported the man, because it is important that he also gets to know that this is my territory. This is my region. This is my territory. If anybody comes into my territory to commit any crime, I will know who entered my territory to commit a crime. So for that man, when JM went to the north, John Mahama said, Bawku Naba said, we will love if you can consider. The man did not even demanded. He was saying, if you can consider, when you become president, can you look into it if Bawku can be its own region? And I think that the man had a reason for saying that. That is why today he's saying that Bawumia and Akufo-Addo are the ones behind the killings in Bawku. Is it not sad that people are being murdered, shot point blank? The president of the republic, over 72 hours, he has decided not to make a statement. And now the Interior Ministry, the president needs to speak before the Interior Ministry. The president needs to speak before the Interior Ministry, because the Interior Minister needs to brief the president for the president to speak to the nation before the Interior Ministry takes action. Why is the Interior Ministry going ahead of the president? Why is the Vice President refusing to speak on the issue? Because they are the ones who orchestrated this. So I support the Bawku Naba. I support him 100%. It's about time we started looking into trying to make Bawku independent, having their own region, and the chief being the overlord. If there's a minister there, that's fine. But at least they will know their territories. They will know that our land goes all the way to this place, and this is where our boundary ends. And nobody can penetrate, and this person cannot penetrate. This is the only way that we can solve the conflict in Bawku. I am not going to sit here, because when you go to Bawku, your MPP for her, your NDC for her, your CPP for her, your KKK for her, your PPP for her. So I will not sit here and say this one, but I'm blaming the government of the day because of their actions, because of the president's actions, because of the vice president's actions, because of their consistent stoking of fire, because the president, the Bawku Naba, has even made it clear that they are the ones behind it. Why do we have to allow these people to lead Ghana again? I don't think I say allow na Bawku. Ye jai Akufo-Addo. Ye sadi Ghana she Akufo-Addo same. Do you know what the Akufo-Addo and Bawumia would do if we allow them to rule again? Because now that they are in power, we have the power to change them. Today, Menewo as a Ghanaian, we have the power to change bad leadership. If we allow bad leadership to have roots, if they now get to a point where they feel so comfortable in killing, like now they feel so comfortable in killing and feeling honored about it, we will get to a point they will kill every single Ghanaian and laugh about it. So these are very important issues. Peace is very important. Like John Mahama said, we all have to make sure there's peace in Bawku. We have to protect the little peace, protect the children, protect the women, protect the people, the indigents, protect every single Ghanaian on the land. Then make sure that peace prevails. It's very important. Now, I've been seeing this story on social media. This lady called Cynthia Morrison. And they say Cynthia Morrison, and the campaign has been attacked, and that some gunmen have gone there to shoot guns around and all that. And she came out to say there was no direct attack, no shots were fired at my vehicle. My campaign will continue uninterrupted by the parliamentary commotion. Now let me tell you people something. Cynthia Morrison, or you're one bloody liar. MPP as a political party, you don't have to trust them. Now, Muamuwa Gomua West. On a normal day, and say on Hinibia Ogumwa West to me Kasa say, Sa MPP way between Cynthia Morrison and yet the MPP candidate, nobody should vote for them, because all the chaos we are seeing in Gomua West is coming from the NPP. All the chaos we are seeing in Gomua West is coming from Cynthia Morrison, who is an MPP person, and then the MPP parliamentary candidate. They are chaotic. These are people who will destroy Gomua West. So I am shocked. Sorry, Agona West. Aguna West. I am shocked to say, I am for Kasia in Penufo Aguna West. They are still entertaining Cynthia Morrison and the NPP parliamentary candidate. Why are you entertaining them? Because they could say these two political parties. Why are you not telling the people that these two parties, free abemu and free parliamentary, we will not progress as a people? Into Aguna West, I don't know even why they are still sitting and waiting. This lady is one corrupt, greedy bastard. Mami we na catch the Ghana for say NDC parliamentary candidate 2020 na and obianim so better than her no. Mami we go catch the court, the MPP court they say man ni peso kuno. This lady, she's a liar. She's a thief. And into on one the political party cramp say because she is one person na no ya 10. And they also win in master I saw brewa. Cynthia Morrison pictures no be used no. Who in real life on yes I know you. Why is that watching no nam? The age no any nimuno, you'll be shocked. I saw brewa. Get away, not or the funo. Cynthia Morrison, ne profession no. Aguna West for the in the chid odin kwasiasem no. She's no better candidate. In fact, Saowa Aguna Wester, why would you even sit there? A party that is ready to come and rule you. They cannot even put their home in place. They cannot even be peaceful. The NPP cannot even sit and say, we are NPP. We want to organize ourselves. Omubo muhutu. Namuko tam to me at the Aguna West, Cynthia Morrison, NPP ni we are. What are they going to do to you? Into M1 say I am for Aguna West. Now in kwasiadi we kosono because some of our chiefs have become too political. Cynthia Morrison, my main country, she's hell bent on going to parliament again. COVID-19 sick and Cynthia Morrison, yemano almost 130,000, 1.3 billion old Ghana o discanina. COVID-19 started, you know. On the idea Diane man say on che Diania or Jessica di Cynthia Morrison or so because jail. She knows that when power changes, she will come and account for a COVID-19 sikano. So what she is doing in the say, on him say MPP co-position into opposite or try everything possible and stay in parliament. And nitina chinchina also co-independent because sikana we Cynthia Morrison kwa around 1.5 billion COVID-19 sika OD this lady. So ask yourself, a dear Panama Cynthia Morrison can say, I will go independent, I'll go independent. When we sika on him say NPP echo position, she knows that original MPP ticket she will lose. So she wants to try and see say sikana we no or better they are independent. No we need sa seats no. Anytime I catch Aguna West for say the two NPP guys, Cynthia Morrison NPP new. Oko go moa omuhunu so NPP ni or comfort se kufuado. Ta MPP parliamentary candidates, or this Cynthia Morrison, they are the same kind of disease. Cynthia Morrison, or a diabolic. Or try to obi so because ni panic contest no on Sunday or say, oh, obi be body too. Cynthia Morrison, obey to me, I created the scene. Cynthia Morrison, NPP parliamentary candidate, bet ma tenasi a creative scene way. I'm imagine say, Aguna West there. Cynthia Morrison obi penekuno, obi am penekuno bois. Cynthia Morrison is a liar. And she wants to read and enter the head of Aguna West youth, young people, now time to me the man, not in parliament. Also, accountability. Because COVID-19 sika no, o dibe 1.5 billion Cynthia Morrison we, and then at that parliament, on person be free. And then at that parliament, Cynthia Morrison we person be free parliament. Now, Cynthia Morrison already MP no be new order da. Next one prime minister will lose. I don't know. It is because she's guilty, she's a criminal, and now she's creating things for you people to believe. I don't care whether it was true or not, but this lady from her records, I know she is lying. Cynthia Morrison is a liar. It's me Aguna West in America say, you know something? Cynthia Morrison crack up parliament in the Yana Sonfa Subia. Jimmy no masa yi no so ono so yenya so fa so mumienu na mo ya cowboys movies ewo Aguna West dia mo pack mu bibi ni emfama NDC for because this is the situation. Oh Aguna Wester NDC will win presidential. NDC will be majority. Now when your opportunity and that the whole Ghana will be able to say John Mahama be winning. NDC be winning majority. When your opportunity, that's it. When your NDC candidate or the John Mahama ebeko parliament, and John Mahama edin koma edit put you about edin akoto MPP. Because the MPP candidates, they don't even know what they want. They are killing each other. Into Gomwa Aguna West ni ben enim nyansa obesoro aka se mekoto abama eye de Cynthia Morrison e de na oye wa Aguna West we no de da funu we no de da funu na dwuma no oye undertaker ye jiminti politics e jimi yenti ofu ibia soro ani atam to me ne de amano into omu test to me then they don't want to live it because in their life they were not expecting to taste that kind of power. Now who Cynthia Morrison oba no bi ni ho so obi na obetu no na ade na de yetu also dia wonko because the money ekufu ade beka the money under the table omo wie sika abokro no suro so meko jail onya parliamentary immunity we oyewi she dey bore me past anything else we oya kromfo he Unsa Cynthia Morrison jina baby isu and opede o yemidei opede o mere oboa. Cynthia Morrison, she can create this scene. Mrs. Cynthia Morrison is trying to NDC, former parliamentary candidate, so because now elections near close. Mr. P, get me the numbers. Get me the 2020 parliamentary numbers. Na me fan check Ghana for. Na me check Ghana for Cynthia Morrison. Who are gonna was now to man wa se waba. MPP ni no otumana wa se waba. Omwe they are playing on your mind. Cynthia Morrison who say the gentleman in 2020 no the numbers are Opulu or Aguna West no she knew she could not beat the gentleman or NDC no. So what she did was that she deliberately said say or person ko independent. Now independent or person ko nyina say onim say enya dia into what she did was that or the NPP police NPP CID and or catch almost say abrantie na bokro no into omo meche no na onim de okaye or catch almost say abrantie so be kuno. That is the same thing. Adiachia lady over catch will say MPP parliamentary candidate so kuno. That's her agenda. That is how she does her politics. Mr. P, Mr. S, get me Aguna West numbers and get me the publication of Cynthia Morrison using state security to frame the former NDC parliamentary candidate up. Get me those two documents, Mr. S, Mr. P. Now make sure how this woman works. As Zambian said, that's what she does. Or Machiavellian tactics. And one oye. And you got some Machiavellian tactics or say insuo no abano because hey insuo no asabe dum wa insuo ni so obi na me ye that do ya no etu we ni ade onim hubi onim ni nyina on MPP ni no they created this it is a study na de bia obusa say na de ne be ma ba you person ko independent enye independent ko na ye de o that is how she is owu Aguna West for so magimi and we using and saw the funu into no efunu nso abo akoni hwinim into no uwu enfa no hu o twa atoms assemto so enka no oye undertaker we odeda funu we odeda funu no about politics him. Mr. S, Mr. P, get me before I move forward. Thank you very much, team. Thank you, team. Get me the publication too. Mr. P, get me the publication. I'm a fan check Ghana for at the current Aguna West no omunim I was say NDC winning. I'm sure this is Aguna West. Thank you, team. Aguna West presidential parliamentary candidate. NDC, any MPP. Yeah. Cynthia Morrison in 2020 onya 30,513. NDC nina or the assembly told us to say NDC need person kuno. And some false accusations and false confessions, you know. NDC nina 27,000. On him set 3,000, you know. That guy will win in 2024. Into what Cynthia Morrison did was oko police war and the MPP police no oko frame as some to NDC ni so and the NDC were forced to change their candidates. Cynthia Morrison were kronfo or plemu or somewhere Jimmy. So this was the real numbers. Won't see how close it is. NDC ni 27,000 and okay after manipulations. After frustrating and shooting people and snatching ballot boxes, no, she got 30,000. NDC in your friend Paulo Furiamwana and 27,000. Cynthia Morrison, your election and also a brand 10 peso kuno on them brand tibia kotana baby, and they forced the case on the gentleman. They forced it on some young men, and the Ghana Police Service said, yeah, we peso ku Cynthia Morrison into your besiacho into any so could be that is her tactics. On say 40 days near Kotwaba also be body too. Sanotie. Now, my mention story. No, thank you very much, team, for bringing this story. Every time we are close to an election, Cynthia Morrison, create story about this year, or a diabolic politician. Oh, Aguna West to follow so much Jimmy. My mention real moon story. Ninti debiano chamontro. Cynthia Morrison so nipa. This is the story. story or the two Abrante Wilson, Abrante with the 27,000 2020 no. Aguna West NDC parliamentary candidate charged over alleged plot to kill Cynthia Morrison. And why elimination by rough tactics no yini free mu. So na oyi Abrante ni free mu no. Na odwin say oba air primaries we be easy amano. And na MPP for na so born tactics no mu yi no or so on tiase. That is what we are going through at Aguna West. At the fufro bi enu assembly nyina no no. Cynthia Morrison go try and to Abrante we so and on my Ghana police dan pare ekochi Abrante we and NDC for some problem. Abrante we Cynthia Morrison ekeka nsem to no say opeso de bia pese ekuno ono de ne dia no no ono ne tactics ano no de bia pese okuno obetwa intro to wusu sisia into 27,000 Abrante we nya no also on tiase Abrante pese okuno Ghana police so de wonu sa dodo na jimi. Some of them are very foolish. Dan Pari group, you know, how foolish they are. They are foolish. And I'm sorry, yeah, because they could forward the police. And while I'm coaching Abrante we, hey, you're so good, Cynthia Morrison. You say, you're coaching Abrante me, nubi, omunina confess, so omo musika, 5,000 Ghana into Acho. This is the nonsense happening. This is the nonsense we are dealing with as a nation. These people in government, they are foolish. They take the people's rights from them. So who on earth are our Aguna West also Kotuma Cynthia Morrison? But you see the NDC, they have equally been able to get a woman who is intelligent and smart than Cynthia Morrison. Now Cynthia Morrison then will say, any MPP for me on MPP nino, I'm come vote crabo ho, I'm to win 2 NDC nino. And it is a fact to say NDC nino will win the Aguna West seat. Now Cynthia Morrison was started from now onwards. Obeti etuonsem, obi penekuno, obi woni nuasekan, ono de obeya no. Aguna West for any ahemfo mo. Why are you wasting your time? Because someone pe Morrison any MPP nino from kumu. That is what they do. It is best you people vote for the NDC candidate. Mr. S, if you have the NDC candidate, the poster, let me send it to me. Into unim Cynthia Morrison story nature. Obaji say, oh, oba we die, and NDC, MPP for Titino, onya she dabi. Don't think so. Remember why getting your sad dark one day cry. Oh, Cynthia Morrison, I don't know MPP for Titino. Cynthia Morrison, or you're dangerous. Or the Wubesha Ukon. Obe kretia some ato so. Tim, do you have the woman's poster for me? The NDC woman who is contesting Cynthia Morrison. Aguna West. Thank you. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Mr. S. Now, this is the lady Omunyina Sro. MPP for Nyina Sro. Because they know, say, the NDC is putting forward a very strong candidate. This lady is going to pull over 35,000 votes. Your friend, Ernestina Ofori Dangbe. Or you're indigent, you're chromo free. Obi anyana ho asam nka, or you're committed, or you're selfless, or respecting conform wo kromo. She's willing to work with the NDC to bring development back to Aguna West. But Cynthia Morrison no omo ewudie ene ntwato so aza ene omo de Aguna West for no. But say we Aguna West near, this is the route you have to go. Umpa problem. Give it to the NDC. This woman is going to go work with John Mahama. Whatever John Mahama has said, Women's National Bank, Women's Bank, John Mahama agro processing, farmer service center, John Mahama first year tertiary institution, omobeko free first year student, John Mahama 24-hour economy. This woman is going to work with John Mahama to bring that development. John Mahama's infrastructure. John Mahama is talking about coding for young people. This woman is an NDC obetumide sa John Mahama. Benefits na bremo. What do you need? Because you cannot even vote for a party that is going to opposition. Why do you vote for an MP who is going to opposition? Or continue parliament to identify amount. Cynthia Morrison person rap parliament because with this guy also we go jail. Or you have parliamentary immunity. Vote for this lady. I am telling you, Aguna West. At this point, and say Aguna West, I am for. This is the time you need to release a statement. Say, Mompe party, I'm here to trust some constituency. Until you don't expect any of your people to vote for a party that cannot keep its home clean. Because Aguna West, MPP for the Chrese, Obubotu, Obukunipa. So why do you even sit there and listen to Cynthia Morrison, any MPP parliamentary candidate? You know, do you have a clean cut option, Mr. S? You have a clean cut option. Into Aguna West for Moko Twaba, let me show you. This is how the ballot is going to look like. About parliamentary. This is how it's going to look like. Team, thank you very much. NPP Nino, your friend Christopher Atta. When we are for Cynthia Morrison was here or say Cynthia Mamle Morrison. The lady is in the middle. Chiniano no, fetim lady no box him. She led the way na montuma led the way because a branch na nanka or no obeso okono na Cynthia Morrison ko twa atroto no so. Inti mo amotuma sa branch no. Samo da ho do NDC a montuma eye NDC ni na o middle no. Aye friend Ernestina Ofori Dangbe na chiniano won nche no. Ono na wo so moto abanama no. Now more to 27,000 no. Mo moving ko 35,000. That is how you win the seat. Cynthia Morrison obetwan trato so sisia so opeso okuno. Ono de oya no. Ne job, ne modus operandi no. Oya ya obeka so opeso okuno. Oya ya obeka so oh and police for no on the side. Ghana police for no. Now, my menchire bibi munchire. Won akwa na oya MPP parliamentary candidate no. Oya Cynthia Morrison personal assistant PA. Oh, some people for Jimmy. Agona West for NPP Nina or no comma MPP no. Or no ne boss any Cynthia Morrison. Cynthia Morrison ni PA and then the all contest war the MPP flag so and a Cynthia Morrison no air contest independent. Ye Jimmy ana. Ye ya mwana ye nimi nyanza. Who walk to the ballot and vote for somebody whose boss is contesting him because Sir Christopher no ne boss ni Cynthia Morrison. Cynthia Morrison PA the personal assistant any MPP no. And as Cynthia Morrison say or no ko independent. And on the personal assistant and me kwa my MPP. Mo Jimmy omo dada mo. Cynthia Morrison any Sir Asaway omo ye wifo omo ya kronfo. They are playing on your conscience. Omo nyina per parliamentary immunity. They are thieves. Into a crowd so yes way. The NPP, they are foolish people. Cynthia Morrison, oh yeah, real. Go for. Christopher Atta no Cynthia Morrison personal assistant. And as Cynthia Morrison is also independent, inti the personal assistant and contest my MPP. Na sanko for me anyway, and almost say Bawku tu. Into Aguna Wester, dear Pan Becca Wagon so to Abama Sanko for me anyway. NDC in our middle no. Omo mobile power. John Mahama never power. So why do you waste your time on Cynthia Morrison and Kronfui? Why should you even go vote for these people? Why do you even go vote for Cynthia Morrison and this fool? Cynthia Morrison is a personal assistant in their contesting. Now what skip NDC in the power. John Mahama never na obebesi schools no. Oba be change Aguna West no. Now I got to my Kronfui Ghana for Aguna West for. But the numbers natural 2020. Cynthia Morrison upon a real in some of Kaya NDC in 27,600. This lady is representing your former candidate. This lady wants to work with John Mahama. Mami friend Ernestina Ofori or Dan Finfino a Chindia one in China or no na was Aguna West for Motomano. Very important. All right, thank you. Now, my uncle in Namijum. Uja kwa.
My life wasn't always like this. I worked in a bank and had money in bonds to cushion me for the future. Then, with a stroke of a pen, my life was destroyed. My bank was part of the 420 financial institutions which the MPP government recklessly collapsed. What was to become the life of the workers? No one in this insensitive government cared. And suddenly, I was jobless. Their incessant borrowing also led to a debt restructuring program that affected me, and just like that, a significant portion of my lifetime investment vanished. Even worse, my lifetime savings from 30 years of hard work has been rendered useless due to the continuous depreciation of the cedi and extremely high cost of living in the country. Now, look at me. The fruits of my toil and sweat have all gone down the drain. because of bad leadership. What to eat with my children is even a struggle. God, help me and the many who share in my pain. Let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end. Change must come.
Vote for change. Vote for John Mahama and the NDC.
What? I know I went no more water. Because I'm a pay Juma. But my baby, Besha and Changa cry, and yes, I'm a coffee and I'm on me humia. Na bembe bukra. Ah, boy. A befa. Da bang.
The year John Dramani Mahama ba, a befa. Year John Dramani Mahama, the insisted by a friend of 24-hour economy ever. A dumb 24-hour economy. Eba ma ejumeku biara incentives. Ibini day. Cheaper electricity. Na afe or the sika basso in Jumaku ase, and na afe so tax breaks. Ebe show munkraya, ejumaku biara, baye ejuma and pen e basado. Na afe so, yen mine ejuma ebebusum, na yen mebunusu enya ejuma aye. Same kono tofa, ejuma krubiano, yaba and pen e basado, yaba fan kofe basa wa the medumano, and a friend of Formula 133, na ejumano, opia baby. Na afi so obama yejuman etumpan yetum ye din nyama efiye krum ha akwamuna ne akoton eno so beboa ma yetika sam ne yi
boy now going because you send me voters ID card
so wasitnam na to abapa de sakraya papa beba wa brabom to abama John Mahama ne NDC
Minianum Ghana for MPP Amanyoku a waba bedi ntwo wabato yi mu enam no odi tro se John Dramani Mahama any NDC ba wo betwa free SHS no enye no kreda no krene say John Mahama wo share progressively free SHS ase no wo se wo ba obeye free SHS ni ye di obeye ne say obeye double track no afri ho afei so wo de yankran to aso suku ebeba be ka free SHS no ebe suafo ni nuane die mu so a wo so obeye ni ye na tete ye omu komi every ho mumi entie free John Dramani Mahama ankasa ho.
Free senior high school education has come to stay. If anybody tells you that I, John Dramani Mahama, son of E. Mahama, will abolish free SHS when I come, tell the person he's a bloody liar. What I'm against is the poor implementation of the free SHS, which is creating great inconvenience for the parents, for the students, and for the teachers. And one of the things we'll do when we come back into office, and I know inshallah we're coming back into office, is to complete the 200 community day schools that we began, so that we can bring a quick end to the double track system.
Etionia yahye wo MPP troyo to abama sakrai papa to abama John Mahama any NDC.
Yo Jay, what be this? Why you go write emails or something?
Charlie, the bills and taxes are for paying. That's why they write plenty like that too. The movement from taxation to production, it make beans.
You read the NDC manifesto I send you. That be why you the hustle. Your Mahama say when he come power, he go exempt micro and small businesses from paying VAT. He also go give 2-year tax holiday to new businesses. So say them go first stand them elect up and grow better before them go start they pay corporate and personal income tax.
Charlie, that they go for me. Oh. Now I make my mind say I no go vote. But this one, dear, if I change my mind, then go vote give John Mahama.
That no be all. He also go scrap e-levy, COVID tax, emission tax, and the 10% betting tax. No,
it don't be. The e-levy said the cheap. I swear. I like the tax wrong with you. Charlie, Kwanzaa, what else Mahama talk?
If I talk you everything today, what else I go talk you tomorrow?
Oh. Vote for change. Vote for John Mahama and the NDC.
It's a great time for Ghanaian women. The nation builder John Mahama and Professor Jane Nana Opoku Ajiman will establish the first ever women's development bank in Ghana. A special bank run by women, only women, to serve only women. Yes, the Women's Development Bank will support women's businesses by offering loans at a very low interest rate and on very flexible terms to empower women throughout Ghana. From hairdressers, market women, female graduates who want to go into business, online businesses owned by women, traders, dressmakers, caterers, food vendors, street hawkers, women in the corporate world, women in agribusiness, to other women women-led and women-owned businesses in all fields. No one will be left out. With Mahama and Nana Jane at the helm, Ghanaian women shall surely rise. Vote for change. Vote for John Mahama and the NDC.
You are still live on Loud Silence TV. My name is Kevin Akobe-Rutela. We are live on Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. We are live on YouTube, Loud Silence TV. We are live on Facebook. With all due respect, it's our official Facebook page and also Loud Silence TV. We are live on radio, Loud Silence Radio on Android and also Loud Silence Radio on Apple. Go to the App Store or the Google Play Store and download respectfully these apps. You can listen to us live right now. My name is Kevin Taylor. My producers are called the Ghost Team. We are still doing the social media segment. I told you today we have two very important things to discuss. It's got to do with the Speaker of Parliament. He has responded to the Supreme Court, and we are hearing that Afenyo Makin, the minority leader in Parliament, I'm talking about the NPP minority leader in Parliament, he has also gone to court again to file another application. We will be telling you more about that. And also, the United States government has released a statement, and that statement has got to do with Ghanaians, especially people in power or people that are in charge of this country. People in and out of the country, especially people with authority. We will discuss that issue too. So we have lots and lots of things to talk about today. All that we have to do is to stick and stay. This is, with all due respect, extended version. My producers are called the Goats Team. Now, this is another story. I'm going to say you can't watch some quick. It's exactly 6:19 in Ghana, 10:19 p.m. Your time kakra to clear the table this evening. Now, Ministry of Education, Republic of Ghana, Omode Assembly Abetudwa Swami for Ewe Anyenchirim, Kokode, Ene Kotebeka for, Ene Kwabre, Mo Ghana, Afenina, Mombra, Niankinkan, Yujum, the Ghana Education, Ministry of Education, they are to a country, the Omoka. Now, Nina say, Education Ministry set to meet with parents following serious concerns raised about changes to the academic calendar causing their children to rush through the curriculum. You see, Education Ministry say, Ejebo. Nanado Dankwe Kufuado. Mahamudu Bawumia kachire Ghana for say, I dear friend review. I say, cancel. We mumi no mo Jimmy. And the other two say, you see, Education Ministry say, oh, awofo a omomma ewo free SHS no. Omo beso mu muhia. Na awofo no kra beso mu muhia. Adentra. Emre dodo a omomma edi wo school a sebio omudusua de no. Emre no sa amankwara no abon. In fact, sir, o calculated days ankwara ni di wo school. The last group a ye promote omo na omo di 27 days wo school. Curriculum nankasa book no man kan ba akokra and ye promote omo nyina ko the next stage. This is where we are. John Dramani Mahama from 2017 or Kachire Ghana for say the way the NPP government is implementing the free SHS now, it will destroy our education. It is going to take away the quality. And internet and the schools be to say bochemo LED science and math quiz no, it will take away the quality. Against Kasa. Boche sorry. Boche. Kwa bochemo ya that more the OGs more the OGs that. We the ass man on the pie. Ain't because school na say no. I don't know me apa but when then and the kusie if ejapa kusie. Inti ni nyina say and the country education ministry for say omo person mu share awofo no na nka omo di anobabai ehwe se ne ometuma tenetene nyoma se ne be ya omo ma no benya more time wo school esua de aben ansa no makọ omanim every say ende okọ Ghana school ko nkratemu a free SHS no and Kufuado Bawumia any country eye edutwum no the esini say encourage to be school 27 days pe yesi promote omonko SS2 SS3 enti awofo de wuse omonkora no omabonsa momone John Mahama from 2017 kachire Ghana for kachire MPP aban kachire Okpo kachire Abozege kachire Napo na hwene se ahwene atete egu fom kachire omo se omo ma yentenas ne yen review yen hwe schools ni ye na yen tutu nyama ye na John Mahama kan review emu na Kufuado jimi we ko gina Kumase Bawumia jimi we ko gina Kumase ko kachire me nuanom asantefo edi mokodi nchene de otwen bini to so kachire omo se review as a cancel and you need to do it. And then one among na say Mahamudu Bawumia and the Nemba Yinasha demo Omadane American monsters. Omo them ye you mumpia bontene. Nana do dan kwekufu ado ma wa wo and the mikimil ne nsa wo bi. You need to understand say the NPP government they did not care about you. Ekufuado any MPP for we they never cared about wo any wo ba. It was just politics. They just needed your vote. And it's another biani. I catch them say in some MPP eka school na essay yet but they will say in Quran school no mukono. They are not learning anything. They are destroying their lives. Near tia say oh John Mahama pe school no John Mahama pe SHS na John Mahama pe free SHS sa anka John Mahama si e-blocks was antimemu. John Mahama pe free SHS sa anka Professor Nando Pokwajiman and John Mahama almost see e-blocks around the nation. E-blocks no see no. Anka omudi mpreko ne begwana se enkwara na beko school na enkwara na beko school and the teachers are much enkwara there or senior high schools teachers no because syllabus na say nti enkwara na ko class a was say almost sa books nyina de ko adentira they don't know the teacher who is coming omunim say science teacher na ebo say agric teacher na ebo say economics teacher na ebo omukwa teacher bia to me ba because they don't follow any curriculum. All that they do is they are going to the school like in Ponchi. And we keep saying atakura many ampon sa kwasi ampe ya mo for the kufuadu oni ba omi ajimi we omo be say mo money future intended no enkorani ko school a eno an so mo ko school no because first na ye wo SS no ye wo schedule wo ho ye nim teacher over 7 a.m. ye nim the over 9 a.m. ye nim the over 12 a.m. 12 in noon ye nim the over 1 p.m. ye nim ni nyina ye nim time be ko break and the school enkorani ko they don't have anything like that. En Korane so one mu school omutewa mo expect science teacher beba no na a vocational skills teacher ba so they are not going by any rules, any curriculum, any direction. En Korane gu school say moa intide bia ka kire mo say sa na do dan kwekufu ado achichide we oni agimifo we they did not come to help you. They just came to destroy the lives of your kids. And the majority of free SHS4 and the Oko Legon, Oko all our tertiary institutions are and Koramo pass free eku for the free SHS omu yina bon schools in Pompelmo. Inti as I speak, Brofona mekano hano and the Ekufuado are buying say omu per review. Brofona da hon sare tie. Echire we jimi na wonte Brofona wonte asie. So wako school now kan Brofo tie asie. Education Ministry set to meet with parents following serious concerns raised about changes to the academic calendar, causing their children to rush through the curriculum. You can say serious concerns. There's a there's a problem. Yes, and problem way and then start 2017, and the MPP4 F for review. Now MPP4 in the catcher say review means cancel. Mr. S, Mr. P. If you can give me a video or get me a video, I'll be happy. I don't know if you can. If you can't, it's fine. Majority of people have already seen the video. In the MPP for no say review a cancel no, and the Abuabia Chikusie say by force of a review. What the MPP person here? My mental strategy no. They want to come out and say oh, say no. John Mahama ka say review no. Say share parents no ntia review no. Sa no person make kire mo. Enti na abozegi jimi na begina stage. Ya ka kire mo. Yes say John Mahama ni asemi obeka. Me say John Mahama also be review. Say ya review e dey bi no obeka near the shame. Kempalute no we jibi omo ho atete videos no ko. Sa no mo we eno anu no. Ai. Me say go to your baby sa no mapon. Onye yeseke Koko to your baby. And so John Mahama say review. Say no and Ghana your review. It's your way. We are Kimpalute Koko to your baby. Jimmy Catabit Jimmy Omo so no ko. Inti ade chi abo so ba ka cho so ti aye review na wie John Mahama de na obeye. We mo Jimmy o. Omo Jimmy a che da enye no. Here ready jabe. Yon tia say John Mahama ni say John Mahama no you see on review ni aye awofo ni ina say omu nyina ma no omatia say inti review bu per review ana say go edi ba me do Jimmy brutal me say bu per review ana go edi koko to your baby say onya ye seke kwase asem woni e meto abama mo onya ye mi ene ye meto abama mo kwasiafo mo begina stage abo nka de mo be no mo nka ena mo to onya yeseke abuofunu Messi koko na yeti krom ha na obeso kire me say campaign party biti abamu ne campaign song ni say yesore no pa yentie we message ni enfa nkoto aba
tia baby. Betty Unyai Saka, go Korean fancy cha. Unyai Saka, go Korean fancy cha. No be faka. I am no. Edu papa no be ba. I am no. Edu papa no be no be fako. Why say kasa? So go tia baby. Betty Unyai Saka, go Korean fancy cha. Unyai Saka, go Korean fancy cha. No be faka. I am no. Edu papa no be ba. I am no. Edu papa no be no be fako.
Party awa bemu beka asem kire ne ento awoso a wo kwase aye kokotua woto na wo ba wo me kokotua woto na ye meto abama ho kokotua woto be se ba wo me yesi kokotua woto munnim nyansa monto nwom keke da ye mfa monfa eye mu policy nhihiem na ye ntie no eno amudumi nye na wo chema wontumi jimijimi we a ne nine head left na adwene hwe left ne bema da na se hwe left kwase ato eno di monim na na do danko ekufu ado ebegina stage ewa asantimemu ka kire Ghana for say review means cancel yenti krom ha ade we enye review
school asemi every time am boss so say nyankopon ma me kwan na me ba me pese me yo bie kwan ma ye ma ni na atumi akọ school no when me nyi hu agi hu atinye wura the great first na electoral gimmick afi yentumi nye ye be ye cry di mfie duonu ene ye betumi aye ikasa no bedre e isika say enso say na say utumi say woni age atomo ye ngi ntomo de ye kan ne say ye ba be review policy no now review your policy ye can policy and I will say review your policy. Obi a oka say ompe na no ka so review a no nim de oba be ka tro e say oba be twam nya sa ye ba be tena o me na twa ba be twam ye emple no na emple no tena se ba be twam ye emple no na emple no tena Ghana for emple and ye ba be twam review your policy. Obi a oka say ompe na no ka so review a no nim de oba be ka tro it is about betwam yes sir ye ba betena o me na dwa ba betwam ye emple no na emple no tena se ba betwam ye emple no na emple no tena Ghana for emple and ye ba betwam school ade na ye de aba no ye come say wa
atakra we or your autistic with all due respect to autistic people we original line so Kim special school no koye ya ngala chire we wanum wi a jimijimi ye ka kire mo president also no lawyer otebrofo chen ye ka review or say cancel kwasiafo we na mudi omachi. These are crazy people, they don't care. A whole president stands on stage to tell Ghanaians that review means cancel. Who should vote for such a twerp? Who should allow such a foolish party to lead Ghana? They don't even understand what review means. What is this? This is reviewing. Now you are calling for review. So then when John Mahama and the NDC and Ghanaians were calling for a review, a relook, reassessing our educational structure, you fools, because of politics, Jimmy. Politics. Now the many case all your politics also Jimmy for. Politics is simple. That's all. Politics is simple. Into the moment a Ghana ni be join politics wadane kwasia. Ade bia yes simple kura no complicated no. Utumi tie MPP communicators bi. Utumi tie Ghana penifo ni bi. Asema yes so simple. The most simplest thing. Na kwasia bi TV so please let me land. Me say what is landing about this? The rules has been stipulated clearly. The Constitution uses simple English. You understand? Article 797. This, it is clear cut. No, be done with the TV. So remember, please, Samson, please. Let me interject, please, Samson. With this one, I can't let it go. The law states it, but you see, the Supreme Court has an overall jurisdiction to ascertain the gravity or the gravitas of what they were discussing in Parliament. In fact, the three arms of government shows that the powers has been distributed equally. But when it comes to the dissemination of information and breaking down the parliamentary protocols, the addendum and also the parliamentary hazard has stated clearly. So the majority leader going to court has in fact ignited a constitutional review because our constitution is he thinks is making sense. Bronina otro adiadema brofuna kind what you saying. Now, let me land. Please, you are my senior brother. I know you. We have been here for long. Please let me finish. 365 days now. Let me land. Let me dive. Oh, please. You are my brother. We are all been together. I know you a long time. Oh, you dear. Every time you want to distract me. Let me say how. Let me land, let me dive, let me pass, let me flash, let me push, let me just say they are fatting, they are Jimmy. People are so stupid. We cannot make things simple for ourselves. The moment we start to speak politics, we start to become stupid. Why do we become foolish when we start talking politics? Why should we be stupid? The same person who is reading the Constitution and contradicting himself, that same person wants to read the Bible and understand. The Bible, which is in parables, you want to understand. But the Constitution that is in clear language, you are finding it so difficult to understand. You are stupid. The person who is sitting in ICGC, reading parables, made parable Bible, everything in the Bible is parables. There's no clear-cut language in the Bible. Bibia ya kasakwa. But the Constitution that is clean cut English, and also let me land, let me flash, let me fat, let me do this. You are my brother. We know each other. Don't do this. You know politics. Oh, right. Oh, Samson, 2 minutes. Oh, I beg you. You'll be back. You before your commercials. So 4 hours. You wasted time. Into a brofo show you say, no mo jimiana. Abrofo TV show say, adi o hwe abrofo TV. Now, I'm going to discuss here. That's what discuss the politics. Good evening. I have my guest here, Mr. Franklin, Mr. White, Mr. Blue, Miss Green. They're all here. This one is coming from the Washington Post. He is the editor-in-chief of the NPA, and he is also a New York Times editor. He's our contributor on CNN tonight. The question I want to pose to Mr. White: what do you make of President Trump's statement when he said that Americans are supposed to come together and basically do what is right to vote his party in because they believe they are Americans? Thank you very much. I believe the former president statement was thank you, viewers. Thank you to your cherished listeners. Question Bawku. Thank you to your cherished listeners. Me too. Me can't be a cherished listener. Yeah. Jimmy, question. Thank you very much. So I just want to say, Kamala has shown that she can be a good leader. In fact, when you compare Kamala's statement to Trump's statement, you could see there's a vast difference. The maturity that comes with it. She has been a prosecutor before, and she knows what she's talking about, and she has really learned very well under Joe Biden. And I believe that Kamala, as the first black lady to lead America, she's very focused and she can do the job. I believe. So I also have different Mr. Bawku, please, what do you make of what is happening in Bawku? And then Mr. Nimako, you also come in. Mr. Pra, you also come in. And Nkrumah, you came late. And so, Mr. Bawku, what do you say? Oh, thank you, Samson. Thank you to your viewers, your technical team, your cherished viewers, and thank you to all my brothers here, Mr. Kasa, Bema Kasa, no Jimmy. Thank you to wait. Thank you to listeners. Thank you to church. Near the 2 minutes, you did Jimmy and what's no problem today. It's here, every day. Me tweet on my Ghana TV. So I'm saying, now you bought the man as Jimmy. And then thank you to this and your cherished viewers. So to your question, what did you say again? You read a few questions. No, I didn't talk about samba ba. Or the 3 minutes I could say samba. Oh, we also Samson. In fact, your question. Yes. I remember. In fact, you can see. And I would like to say thank you to a good evening to my pastor, Mr. Frimpong, for celebrating his wife's birthday. It was very, very interesting. Mimi TV so, and I'll be Usafor, Obe pastor. Obe thank you to Cherish. Me you were free so crowded that I bought damn. Now TV no one out toy. Every 5 seconds, we always see I say no. Now what Ghana ni ye Jimmy and one toy and opportunity to correct Peace FM. Alote Jacobs ni unware ye ni tu fin kwana dankan enum kan de bia opinye de kum de onam kwaso ba on na kire twi PhD no mo to kwaku ba kwa ni nisa watch Kwame so to say girlfriends na texting no we yi nani e no twa read text inti mpanyufo what's the papers na ba na alote na ehun ni den no mo this concert na ginem say first ni ehun omonim da eje so monim nyansa first ye tie radio ehun omonim kwase bia kase so we dey voice ye do omo Jimmy chen bibia analote we can need him ehun o say Kwame and our ye hu na nse kura o na we can need him why my dem me want mentasi me ko share to for price ehun me nyonku na yi ye wo hoda ma o be alote nyen na Kwame dan kan Jimmy Kwame so dey busan samo 20 minutes o TV rano, radio rano, or not than empanancheng, on one tias ye bo. Dear radio the other day, or than empananche, why de one numi toffee, we tea, what da. Get a chrono ice ya bodam. In Tomati to work, kaka, na kokuba kwaba. So Kwame, as an is Nana do danko kufuado, ubibet kade, Zisiano, omutimi go straight for the Kasi kufuado abon. A kufuado has done his part. In fact, Nipa Bayan Wayen, Abua, Ekufuado has done his part. Who did his draws? And Nipa Bayan Wayen, Ekufuado has done his part. And we think Dr. Bawumiaso, Maokikan, Yetea, Dr. Bawumia, or Vision Papa, na Debian Yaka, there, what is Swawa no de Jaw, I know, in Pinfun Waka, Debian Pinfun Eka, na Yahun there, on so bet my BB yet to mabet kukuru Kwame open your kuma bow open or say Kwame and then Kwame I say air traffic why wouldn't him a crying so one can do Mahama and Calfrey Legon air ba a piece of manka 30 hours and the 45 minutes of to manu abedu on credit your Mahamo and Kwame with him traffic you better than Hamanyo for them and the penny for me chiamo in penny for Bessia yes who could be no one can be the okay and Quasiabe no so start with a second gear or Babun Quasiabesa 1 hour near sort of call who open your cum wenny who's at to a company for say oh into penny men or feno Moment can answer. See a seminar organ and they went out with drown, they be a concert. Now, this former vice chancellor of the University of Ghana, Wakasa. Now, they were canning and say, Papa, no, your friend, no, Professor Ivan Adai Mensah, or your former vice chancellor, University of Ghana, Legon. And they were granting interview. And now, what can't dear unim, you can't stakeholders, the people, the academians. Ye ka omwa Ghana school no omunim e de professor na opoku agima mo a we mu no and the kasa yenim se omunim education nim and the wakasa afa free SHS no dey na oka o say we started the school feeding program with a grant from a foreign country intended for a limited period. That grant has ended and now we have to finance it ourselves. But we are unable to. Unfortunately, this means the children aren't receiving the nutrition they need. Papa, we wachira die. We enye professor we oye kuninimu a wachira die. Legon ono na ohweso. Imbre bi ona na di Legon. School university bia eye autonomous. Et se oman. Omo president we di university president pen ye ka say chancellor vice chancellor omo no mo ye omo no mo di so emra university bia won emra ekekere no enti university hu ni sale ti say kuro papa we lead University of Ghana e di so ama nkwara afa ni nsem ehu omo mabon omo ye ade ye school sem o say Ghana ye te hei na ye te ya na e ka kire say school feeding no sabio eye oman bi na na eme ye sika me ye school feeding tie ye Jimmy. Papa said, on my interview, no see, we started a school feeding program with the grant from a country. Or see, school feeding amun sa ade kufu ade buy na by force. On my international you no your mind be and na se bi omo man kakra me de to aduane ma ye madi ewurade Nyankopon ekura wi eburo baako etoto wall echi a ade echi abeba na efifi no ye da ho te Ghana ma enkwara dua no medi wo school no oman bi na ema ye handout kakra emietum de to aduane ma nkwara ne di na atechidie we kwase we di muso amoso wodim nyansa na ne mate se fa oman ne hye ne nsa okasa na osi now osi sa sikana na oman no ede maye no sika no ema biem washo now osi se sia sika no asa no yenye sika bia emfa nye school feed no enu nti na ama enkwara no eduane pa wo so mudi no school no munye bindi enso kufu ade kwase ebegina de ebusa de free SHS ho review or say cancel ba omia ebusa ba omia review or say cancel papa wei wachira de e wo school pon mu osi sankofo we yejimi ye kokro so ne kwaji sika kakra de beto aduane ma ye madi ebro de Tom Brown aduane ayemba no edi no school no ende enkwara na mo ye no na science and math quiz enkwara na fonfon enkwara na giragina wa aka omukon presakefo no kwa na mo look like they are very healthy now she other schools no especially prempefo ene kuhis wifo no ene sakuma kadesa just oma fonfon botwe be wini de nkaketa mfanko enti papa ne se eye oman mpanifo na jimi osi MPP aban we omomom ho kwan me review eye school no eduane samne ankora na ade kire nti sesia no enkora na eduane pa kro munya bindi eduane pa kro munya bindi na papa ne sa kasa ya osi free SHS now one no can say they said they will fund free SHS from our oil revenue. Or say Kufuor must say na omo de oil no na eba be fund free SHS. Sane Kufuor catch there. Na ne Kufuor jibi ba power. And I'm catch say oh your oil bebre na emum eye wells ne de eye baako ai oil bebre eye oil wells ne baako omo de oil and eba be fund free SHS. And then the first thing that John Mahama catch them say you have to be careful. If funding free SHS, you don't have a continuous, consistent source of funding. Don't make a mistake. The reason why John Mahama started free SHS progressively, no, it was because of this. Because Sebio uki bibina ma na se bibi dim Sebio yati Ghana hano enye se obi mpese obehwa akora wo school na se ne odi akora be ko school man ho akokyere no na school no ebeti ne niso de eye better so benya abotre ma akora ne tu ne 9 kakra wo school nim papa ne say they said they would fund free SHS from our oil money o say Kufuor mo ka kire Ghana for say ye de Ghana fan go no sika no ene ne ye de behwe nkora no free SHS papa ne kasa mi dwudwom. I remember saying that oil revenue isn't sustainable. O say okaipa okachira ban we say he oil sika enye sika bia eye sika obetumi di weni atoso ende ubenya eye oil bako a barrel for $150 ade bechi barrel betuma tiaba $10. So you need to be careful. You cannot hang all your hopes on oil money and not oil revenue. Ekufuor adomo ka se papa we onim nyansa omo entie review almost cancel yenko yenim. If you look at the trend, initially we managed to finance it from various sources, including borrowing. Or see, so do we need to form now? Senye, Ghana buying way ye Kufuor so ye free SHS. Sibia ne di sika ebon bra, na sika ye di bon bra nyina besia. How can you fund your education as a nation, your education from borrowing? How can you do that? Ede na obo besia, ede fund the education. Wait, Jimmy, you don't borrow. Yambo besia emfa nye edien school onye saade no because besia kura no it is not sustainable. Besia kura no it is not reliable. You need to have a way of sustaining it progressively because besia okoje no enya for sure se besia okwa won sabeka and majority of the time no so okwa bontre ko besia the conditions and the besia bi wo hokra conditions da ho no entumi ma ho kwan ma won ye den enshe free SHS mu fully or 100%. Enti papa we say mbrebe o ka kira ban ne say besia na ye ko bokwa the free SHS no e dangerous. Omo ka say papa we nim nyansa. Now Now, due to this debt burden, look at where we are. The government can only cover about 50% of what is needed for free SHS. A car ya bro eguho. Oyo sika ya kwatame di ya mfanye free SHS. Besia ya kwa brochire akobo. And the minute okunini we say oba free SHS na se 1,000 Ghana na osi ye free SHS ma akorebi anye baby da. Enye nsupanom. Enya duane padi, enya classroom papatna, enya good environment to study. Say 1,000 Ghana na osi ade nyina ende 50 Ghana na ade. It means say 500 Ghana. It means say 500 Ghana gap bi da ho. That means quality has been taken away. That means the quality now will open. You are not going to get it. Meaning the end product will be waste. It will be chaff. And into the end there, education ministry say, "Omo person we share for now. Omo share curriculum no. Curriculum ben also share for. You did not listen. Mo ntio mo gin so bia jimi. Yen review free SHS from day one. Mo didi obi atem. And then correct to me school 27 weeks and now 27 days. 27 days. Near more ako another class so oma pass. Mwejimi. That is the problem. The government did not listen. The government was supposed to consult. The government was supposed to open up when they realized that it was getting overburdened. We were being overburdened by the fund, the free SHS finances. The government was supposed to mellow itself, come to the table with the people, and then negotiate or reason with the people. But in Kofoye Jimmy, the NPP is all about election winning. The NPP is all about yen winiaba na yen kwani nkota soroku na yen kanchen kofo say kimpalu tanye kokotia yeto kwasi asem say ya. The NPP is all about kokotia yeto. Inti enya kokotia yeto ayewie. This is the burden. Now the question I want to ask who awofo na wo hweme no and now who parent na wo hweme no say why na ebe affect no eye wo Ekufuado enka no ba omiane babie ni woko SS ba omiane babie ndu SSH ba omiane mbampo enko the primary school aban school o Ghana ba omia babie ni woko aban school ewo daycare ana primary ba omia baba akumponko bi into on so wejimi wanaba na ko primary wanaba ene ko saito wanaba ene ende school feed eduane mba wo wona akwasia okobo flag na make a choose say obobo flag 8 years ultimate to rent na wudi matem no aka 40 days so yetumufo anom jinsi yetamo ena Kevin Taikuo we ena Kevin Awunani ba ena Kevin Muhammad Tuaneka enne school na say no wanamba future na say wo ye ka kire mu amuntie mumu bidodo no magimi madwene wo fom ene ntina ye show we de bia o anke ejai but mumu dodo no madwene wo fom te o se de bia kai mu. And the free SHS school as said bibiano, why man ebre eye wo ma kwame amwakwa wote santase Elizabeth Cranton wote ko wo eye Barbara Bentel wote Cape Coast wo yam kwase ade se me yemfantinyi me MPP nyi wo ba ene bebre me na mebre no me ba school okọ ade we nka no ba wo mi aba school okọ ade we nka no Ekufuado enkwara wa wo mu ya Mikmel ede ne nsa wo biasi ade we enka omo intimi busa wo from the beginning when we were talking to you not just here kasa kire wan time na e kasa se mo ma adwini mrefie na mo ntuntia MPP na free SHS we be say mo man future na mo gwen se wan ne ne kasa ne ene mo Enti Jack, adere de yebe kaimo, munjo yebe kaimo. Now egigim. These are serious stuff you need to always know. Ye de yemfa bibia ansiu, yebe chichiru mu, yebe dwudwum, yebe kayo. You see, like General Hospital project halted due to alleged lack of funds. Ne etiana Okoboy kwasi ampenyi we. Okoboy me classmate no. Okoboy onyini njem yo. Ana mo amohwe me na mo TV so Kevin Taylor small boy. Hey, me menyini rough. Okoboy me classmate no preseku. Okoboy we jimijimi yo onyini ncham yo. Yet kroma wo Okoboy we ka kire mo say. Ono e ba be si la General Hospital. Okoboy ono oba politics mu Rebecca Kufuor bag na okuta. Okoboy ne politics de man benya favor Kufuor enim na oye Rebecca's bag handler. Ene na man benya favor we Kufuor enim a ye be ne minister. They did not make Okoboy minister because of Nkran you. They did not make him minister because they think he's smart too. They made him minister because Okufuado's wife insisted that akwa we kuta me bag ache mumpe bibi manenye. Okoboy bejina Ghana kachire nkranfo kachire omu nyina say hospital na Okufuado kwasi ampenyi we ni ba omi abebutugu ye no obesi. Mr. S, pull the stuff for me. Mr. P, Mr. S, get me Okoboy's statement, recent statement about La General Hospital. In Kreni ba also uyen Kreni, Gamashiba a wotin kramemu, a wona also uyen Kreni, akwa kwasi ampenyi we free, eye Eastern Region Bebu Hospital at Togu. And yare bo oba ewo enkramemu a, sa oba no obewu because Ekufuado kwasi we abebu La General Hospital at Togu. Emma won krani na nya position instead so be ko parliament akoka se won tiase no osore na obotai se kokohwede Jimmy nkrani a wo tai osore na obotai no nenam wiem ewia abo 32 degrees no obotai Jimmy mediocre mentality ya no na tigana ha ne ko school gobani nyina ediye gobai na nyina ediye and Jimmy ogize tai na obo na memo ya unique ama nkranfo na dwen se wonim nyansa they will vote against you. Now you are the health minister. La General Hospital has been broken down. And then you sit there and say, I am a God child. The God people love me. They have to follow you. You are foolish. You are the most foolish people in Ghana. Because in BB, you Okoboy and your likes in the MPP, you are so foolish. You know why? Because you need to fight for a health facility. Now, yes, see hospital is so Emma party abebu atogu. O pesa nkranfo no omagimi nti omonto abamaw. Na nkranfo no mo yare a he no monko. Nkranfo no omo yare a he no monko hwe omo ho. And you the likes in the MPP amoy nkranfo no mo nkranfo na mo MPP no na mo positions no mo gimi too much. You make the MPP use you. Lord come. Otete MPP mu na nkofo to na osora na oyi ne bema wa shape ne bema no. O de ahye shape nem e na nkora to no de ne bema hye nkofo to. Lord come in am MPP mu yeso akosi police station Jimmy mote nkran krom ho ena mote wo na ye bon kranfo tuo ena ye gin kranfo asase ena mudi mu Jimmy di akanfo party echi masa oma ka kirebo omo so mo party no e ya akanfo party kwasiafo muntie
broni be ka se ewo enya na wie ewo route bi bebi e sha ase free ye party no anana me gina efidie so aka kire se ye po New Patriotic Party, a Camfor Party. I'm telling you, me, and then we will route be, baby a chassis free. Your party no, and then I made na if you did so I catch or say, ye po, New Patriotic Party, a Camfor Party, and then we will route be, baby a chassis free. Your party no, and then I made na if you did so I catch or say, ye po, New Patriotic Party. A Camfor Party. I'm telling you, me, and then we will route be, baby a chassis free. Your party no, and then I made na if you did so I catch or say, ye po, New Patriotic Party, a Camfor Party.
Oh my catch them, one Camfor my catch them. I'm saying a Camfor Party. Maybe a canina make catch them. Enjoy and crying out the young people here. Hey, okay, my Ibo, Minke, okay, yes, hey, what Jimmy Mamekura. Mon pribibia mafie Okoboy akotena MPP mu Lord Come mon kranfo na mugu MPP no you are not bringing anything home and you want our mothers and our sisters to get up tomorrow and vote for you Ojan. This is what Okoboy said. Okoboy said this. Okoboy mon friend Mbusa and Kwasia, you don't respect the Gap people. You think they are foolish, eh? We will make funds available for timely completion of La General Hospital. Date show is June 14th. 14th of June. June, July, August, September, October. Your 5 months and the La General Hospital ya tum ye ntumi for block Bawku nsuo kwasi ampanyi we nkranfo nkosa line koto abama no kwasi ampanyi we nkranfo nkosa line no mo koto abama Okoboy o say you make money available. We have 40 days to elections abuofunu na enkrama buo kwa na ebobo obetu 40 days abon krama buo. These are the people I keep talking about. They are stupid. We Jimmy a party no dear children, the obe one's a party so so, would you and Cranny Bawku the young Tana MP before ye? MP before the Omoyan say, Omoyan with Niba, say, we are with a Nino Aba, Ombe Yusu, they will use you like a dog. That is what the MPP does. Omunya a yaman Pusini Bawku, Musuba, Ombe Yusu Sacramine. On say Amin Adams, Oforia Tabaye 7 years with disike o nyina ewie anene ne ho finance ministry. Ye wie setani bra be clean the toilet no omu use ne sakraman. They will use you because I account for party and they have told you from time yen nana bafo akototi ni more £700 at the MPP no. They were not thinking about one cranny. They were not thinking about one winning. They were not thinking about who's ceremony teni. And ya would have gone by no more jinu. No more junior akonya na no more jinu. We ja obodam. Na siga na odia. Time omo ti MPP no more junior akonya ho. Na ya junior busia ho. Na ya ndwene won kran ni ho. Eni ntina munya power no omo bank na memu achimota forest omo wi ani nyina because they don't respect the kran for. Into mumu so boy say the funds he was talking about, where are the funds? He was just lying to his own people. He was just lying to his own people. In the end, West they are so uncomfortable as a political party. They want to try and misquote John Mahama. And they want to try and disinform the system. Oh, John Mahama say, Enkrania or Yenkrani or Tenkrano. Nenia be echa akania watnan cry 100 years. I'm telling you. Enkrania or Yenkrania, you won't one crying. Our Tenkrai Bakupeno. Or chain account 400 or Tenkrai. So you cannot misinform them. Enka say obi say enkan fodi dokono intanon not all Tenkrai no insure no one man or send this name man. Or Tinkran, a kind of us on someone a on send this nay. Or Tinkran, UGMC on someone a on send this nay. Or Tinkran, a regional, a converter new no on send this nay. Or Tinkran, on himself all the district hospitals were made by NDC. Or Tinkran, a Pumusona, ya daneno into Supana or Mutumino, our testino, on himself and this nay, and cran for yam wow. Intenda waba also fishing harbor into bin park fish or into why and crying for dear. You think in cran for Jimmy. Go to Tama. Go and see the Tama Harbor. Second Tama Harbor. Omu said John Mahama and this nay. Omu nyam kwasiafo. They are not stupid. Me sing krani Bawku. You won in crying, and crying. Ebia no niska, but on Jimmy. You might see him as a poor man. You might see him so he's a local man. But in krani Bawku or Tisaka 400. Onim technique or the best stop was in crime. So you people sometimes umbramo wasi. You the guns in the NPP. Sometimes you make this party, they fool you people. And it's the same thing on the phone be. Oh, pious ajide. Oba MPP momu using sacrament. Hey, visa racketeering. Hey, omo will say party no. And I branted the kind of. And ya can for party. Yenya can for the animal casano. Me ya can ni. Me a mixed race. Me a can ni half. And I may a ni half. Into me casa tie me. Now own mixed race. Many Alan Cash mixed race. Alan Cash never me Fantini and Papaya Adia Asantini. Meso mema me e ahone ni and Papaya Fantini. Inti any mixed race. Who mixed race? Don't tiase. Thank you very much, team. My team is saying say I should play a video of Okuboy for you to listen. Muji sebe jamu kwasiafo. Yebe kai mu de bia platform way. We will never say anything without a fact. Listen to Okuboy. Kwasiafo Moses also boys we so omunya hweman kran for
parliament and I approve a loan for La General.
Yes.
Now make on this show say last hospital I me juma answer na me call parliament La General Hospital.
I see.
Now time I me what La General 2016 no. Ultimately here juma award na concrete afri through abehwe form.
Every ceiling.
How
long now here juma
Oh, me juma La General for about 8-9 months. And as recent as 2016, who La General not concrete abeshi form CJ. Enti many first second lady Samira Baumia. Yakosra La General tell Mamia deputy minister. Now or some Ofreno Samira empowerment projects or some I say foundation.
Foundation, yeah.
Yes. Enti now me know ya boa maternity units with fetoscope. I didn't ya obinya my yedi shesa krano no want to say yedi na kuma.
Yeah.
Enti ya kosra La General na emo bi. By we are share management. CJ, yes share La General management. The whole management, doctors, nurses, if it for say doctor. I did Bawku a message omudi man say, "Down no hospital no death trap." Almost say yen fan krano ma ban. Me na medical free Samira office ekoma ona wajima me no and am catch say in Krala General Force me fa ma oni me ankasa na ma ye juma ho ti me catch ni say de omo kan yampa enti yama consultancy I think AESL a government agency also echo your assessment of La General structure report can say the structure in La General Hospital a death trap. It's only a matter of time. It will kill patients and health workers. And Sebi me count this show. I buy and sorry keke and I want audit hospital no bar from. Yeah, structural audit. Now we are sometimes you have to take hard decision. Yeah, relocating workers now man bafumanka. Dan ke bebu webe kunipano. First question be say na an abai
Enkranio. Ono se odisamire chima one samire ko La General Hospital. Ono nkrani no ye yin so nko parliament or a deputy minister or the president na yire na or ye aimless na chi. Ada yokuta president na yire bag 2017 and on samire ko La General Hospital. Ankenya sa nko mpo onim se La General Hospital na ebubu kwasia. Ono samire no or yare obekwa La General onko. Iti ono odisamire chi sakraman. Ono no yan krani na osenko owura parliament eye ne priority no eye ne priority until say odi samire chiwura La General and ohun say oh hospital no mi krom for hospital ni bubu odwan bulwa and odi akire ko no se an yakocho letter ajimame no no ofri bunu ofri brekumo sanfa ni krom tumi si toilet ho ajimame no wo dot no kan 55 agye no ho say gisram Ajimameni na kofa COVID-19 poison brebe wo maame ene wo nuanom won kran kwasia we na wakoro ho so ono na embassy hospital who defending kwasia fo say oba na hospital na death trap okay entire death trap no now we deputy and we a minister ye bu hospital we egu ebe sinne. This is Okuboy and then the news.
The redevelopment of the La General Hospital is 20% complete. Minister of Health, Bernard Okoboy, during a tour of the project site, reiterated government's commitment to ensuring construction is completed within the 28 months target. The facility was pulled down in July 2020 due to the poor state of its infrastructure. The sector minister believes when completed, the facility will reduce pressure on other hospitals in the country. More in this report.
In July 2020, the old La General Hospital was demolished due to several structural defects reported by the hospital's management. President Akufo-Addo on August 10 same year cut short for the commencement of construction of the hospital's redevelopment project. The commencement, however, delayed due to challenges in fundraising for the project. The Minister for Health, Dr. Bernard Okoboy, says government is committed to the construction of the hospital.
Once we are done, obviously, we will get all these services. And it will take pressure off some of the facilities in the Greater Accra region. Accra's population is going up. So, to be very honest with you, if you were looking at only last population, we wouldn't have built this size of a hospital. But the idea is to make sure that this facility comes to augment services, general health services, both primary and possibly the next stage, because we said it's even above a district hospital, but not at the level of, let's say, a teaching hospital. And so that is the message. This will help to take pressure off police hospital and at least Kolebu teaching hospital as well. And that's why government has gone out of its way to show that the project itself, if the loans disbursement is becoming an issue. And please, again, that will be my last comment. Action is more powerful than words. We want it to come off beyond the wall so that the community will come along with you. And so we are committed. We'll make sure that they get the support, the releases to be on the project. Within the 28-month period, they started in January. So from January to now, we've had some number of months gone already. My prayer is that I'll be part of the commissioning of this project, and all of us should monitor it keenly.
Resident Project Coordinator Richard Dade says,
28 months no esi no hospital no ye jai guo na utie news ni ya omo say omobubu hospital ni gu wie no ansa na omo be ka se ne ombenya funding esi hospital no we momo jimi. They actually did not have funding for the hospital. They did not have any idea how they were going to raise money to build the La General Hospital, but they went ahead to break it down. before they went there to demolish the whole hospital, no, they did not have any money sitting there, or they did not have any plan to raise funds to build the hospital again. So they just went in there and say, you know something, break it down. Into Mubugu no, and I'm so okay, I feel Henny Benyeska, in Quasiafo way, a cocoa tiameto. Boy say Casa, where dear cocoa tianeto, and Quasiafo Namudiumachi. They have no knowledge about governance. They be a John Mahama catcher from day one. Say, you people, you have no knowledge about governance. Jimina Emode, but you will see. How can you break down such a facility without you having funds ready? Are you mad? Inti ebu atu egwe no afeni yakotena se makachem se Bawumia ne Kufuado omo Jimmy. Hey, we are Ghana in there. Now also beto am MPP we Jimmy. I'm not going to say sorry. We Jimmy papa. Na edien na wo pe. Edien ne friend mpuntu hwade. Mahmoud Bawumia ene na munkura se hwe. Ose de NPP flag bearer Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia pledges to construct bridge on Oti River with $2 billion Korean loan. Yedeka loan. Eka yedaya so eye over 1.3 trillion. Onyenya power osi o mo de power mother okobo besia $2 billion. Adegwa say Bawumia nyenya power we didn't care about besia. Osi otifo ntoma no na omtoma na okwakobo besia Korea abuofuru na Korea okọ no na omo enchene e na omo chichire e de chichire obukuro no o se gofu we ejimi otiabemo okasa ti opposition osi o otifo be bridge amamo kwase ampanyi no okogina sirem ono ani kurom ni sirem ono ani nuanum sirem Bawumia folder quick Bawumia kogina sirem e dey no catch the kromfo o catch them say one district, one factory, one constituency, one dam, 1 million, one Mahamudu Bawumia jira ne maamene ne papa no anim e wo sirem owie no betena nkran ono yere no moto make up bag kwasiafo ende opetumi wasa kogina ni kromfo wo sirem akogina omanim akoyi catch the siremfo akwawi the same person we
transformation of this country. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo is going to bring about a real transformation of this country. After 4 years, you will not recognize it. We are going to bring in policies that are going to bring development to our people. Nana Akufo-Addo has said that if you look at this country, the money is there for development, but it stays up, it doesn't come down. The money is there, but it stays up. It doesn't come down. We are going to make sure we bring in a new economic model and make sure the money will come down to our villages for everybody to get that share of the money. So we are going to make sure the money comes down. We are going to take a portion of our development budget to $75 million and make sure we share it to every constituency in Ghana. So Bawku constituency, every year from 2017, every year without fail, you are going to get the equivalent of 40 billion old cities, $1 million for your development. Every year without fail. We have to help farmers. To help farmers, we have to make sure that tractors are available, that fertilizers are affordable, that weedicides are affordable, that there is water to farm. So we are going to make available for every district a mechanization center. There will be tractors that will help farmers to farm. We are going to make sure the cost of fertilizer is down. But most importantly, we are going to make sure every village that needs a dam, we are going to construct a dam for every village that needs a dam. One village, one dam. One village, one dam. One village, one dam. And that is the way we are going to bring.
Bawumia nyenipa ekotre ene wenye dua ene onenam ada Bawumia be run shirt no bo so won satu oye kotre we onye nipa o wahwe men in black oye kotre na ayese mo no ye ka bibi kire omonte be se dako ogegina ho saa na ne shirt tia o won sam yenu Bawumia oye kotre onye nipa na nipa tumi tire wi atike kan kwase semo nsam kan kire otifo se ono obeye bridge na obeko Korea kwaji $2 billion nti otifo ntoma no wa hwa de we onye nipa kohwe men in black oyekotre na rebi ote so oye politician onye politician oyekotre hweriti ne nsam ye no tuatua ne ha eno na on time yi no enso okwa na atibi hyehyere ha ne nsam ye no two we na debi ode kire mo oyekotre wo edua na wodua wabobọ ede na kwa wetumi ye nipa mo betu so we na ebetum aboa Ghana now mo me straight and take care of business Bawku yekotre mo de mo ha mo ho Bawku ho now egigim yes starting a speaker of parliament issue no
but you must feel really proud.
Actually, I'm greatly honored. The Almighty God has done me a tremendous honor. Today is historic. It's a victory for all the teachers in Prempeh because over the past years, teachers in Prempeh College have been teaching students of other parents. So it's today, the Almighty God is crowning our effort. Over the past years, teachers in Prempeh College have been teaching students of other parents. So it's today, the Almighty God is crowning our effort. Over the past years, teachers in Prempeh College have been teaching students of other parents. So it's today, the Almighty God is crowning our effort.
Free SHS, no? Teachers require here free SHS. Hey, Prempeh, boy. Yo, all right. Headmaster cry, bro. Okay, inti the Esini. And Asama Abadahone say, Speaker of Parliament. Afenyo Martin or minority leader asem abetoa momi ndwum ye na the US state US embassy Ghana US government na the krata bia babontre before that no momi enka Alban Bagben asem no ho asem ye na Ghana fonte ase ye ndwum. Now speaker reject writs served on parliament regarding the seat vacancy controversy and directs that the documents are returned to the Supreme Court. And Alban Bagben Eddie eye krata ababontene from parliament say eye krata na omode baye na almost say if court na eye short man stop disturbing me. Why short man you see eye afenyo makere minority leader akọ Supreme Court Supreme Court for so almost send eye krata abre eye Speaker of Parliament to say eba nsema efa MPs any miensa sebio almost oboko independent or omoto akonya speaker ka say endi omoto akonya yeyi na ama NDC abe majority no speaker are responded to the Supreme Court na ende no nsem nyina o kan speaker krata or the Supreme Court krata ni nyina enie moma mindwudwam na afi ye nyina ye ntiase so amefo mo bi anda very very important. Krata ni when krata speaker ede ekomas Supreme Court for no be as a speaker or because Supreme Court ana speaker the afenyoma ke call Supreme Court oko osnoma ame hono ne nsa ekan ya na into speaker ade oba be bow to the Supreme Court ana people were asking so many questions speaker eba abe retracting oba aba be ka say asem no kan say NDC na majority no watwe asan ana ni nyina na ye twen if you say afenyoma ke na o minority leader of parliament no or the speaker Bagben akọ court. Now the speaker any parliament for lawyers actually edi akwakoma Supreme Court almost so anu assembly the registrar Supreme Court Accra date 18th of October 2024. Dear registrar we any asama a free speaker ho echo Supreme Court I say that is a response into who are in a response or reply. That's how it is. Rates to invoke the original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court pursuant of Article 1, 12 and 217I, 21I, B, E, 35I, and 5, 55, 97, 1, G, 130A. What's it? 130A and B of the 1992 Constitution and Rule 45 of the Supreme Court Rules 1996 CI 16. When you know speaker, you are a simple man. You go speaker anything here. So I'm for Tiasie. Ebasana suhum for you are confused. Ebasana asenkregwa omudi omunye. Speaker, aya gum Bagben. Me do when I also do me mema no aya gu brofunim na bebrebe ayesana ne abre. Ebe speaker o dia asem na ne hia ye bebrebe ne so before mane hamo we dia asem ne tipo obi say assembly ni tipo no ai efa eye asama isi o parliament speaker can say NPP for eye MPs miensa almost oboko independent watch omoto akonwa or the power no ama NDC for parliament no emu eye de inkrata asem ne mra na wosisi etiripo no enti enyehu asem na nkasa ne tarto no mama menjudwam ne enti ase hey speaker Bagbin hey Alan okay I am directed by Right Honorable Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbin. Hey, Alban. I am from Alan, sorry, Alban. I am Intueno, letterway every Ebenezer Ahuma Detro, our deputy clerk, Oba Parliamentar, secretary, you know, Penny. I am a deputy clerk to say, or a penny case behind. Oba Parliamentar, secretary for the Nanam Winano, your secretary for one deputy, I clerk, secretary for you know, penny. Or say, speaker na asuma se on track krata we family Supreme Court. Inti letter we or the come no mame. Chief Justice. I am directed by Right Honorable Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbin, Speaker of Parliament, to return the attached processes which was left at the Legal Service Office of the Parliamentary Service by 3 bailiffs of the court on Wednesday, October 2024. Attempts were made to serve the same processes on Tuesday, 15th October 2024. Mr. Ebenezer say, Speaker say, Omanentomo say, time no more parliament, and Mrantia be every parliament, almost every Supreme Court, almost bailiffs, Mrantia miensa, omode enkrata bi ba say, Supreme Court na small mo, say omonfa krata nembre speaker, any parliament say, was say, omoti omonka, Supreme Court. Now say speaker and Asman say on church and same way mu enchiromo. Now, the Right Honorable Speaker notes that the attempted service is contrary to Article 117 of the 1992 Constitution and the circular issued by Her Ladyship Joyce Sarah Pamela C.A. Cranting, that's G.A., the Judicial Secretary, and copied to the Honorable Lady Chief Justice with reference number SCR 9. Entitled Enforcement of Article 117 and 118 of the Constitution, Immunity from Service of Processes and Arrest, end of quote, dated the 12th of July 2024, addressed to all registrars of courts. Consequently, the Right Honorable Speaker has directed return of the attached processes for your necessary action. Ebenezer Ahumda Jetro, a deputy clerk. Asem nyina na yɛbɔ de tɔfa Speaker of Parliament ɛnam Parliament clerk panyin so ka kyerɛ Supreme Court say krata na amode baaye no saa krata na amode soma sɛ ɔmfa mɛkyerɛ me sɛ yehia me court no. In fact, Speaker say saa krata no Chief Justice ensa hyase judge Cranting enso Cranting enso hyase no. Speaker say saa krata no ɔmode den omo response aka ho kyerɛ Supreme Court Chief Justice and the judges omo say omo enim raso. In fact, omo tra omo ninton baby a omo ankasa omo ntaban duru no sebio omo ndi Ghana mra sebio ewo omo di so kyerɛ say omo Supreme Court no omo wo sebio omo tumi and a parliament is all no and so want to me and a president so I want to me it is speaker returning and answer or reply speaker a Supreme Court. Sa rating of the brom no speaker efa Ebenezer so ka kire Chief Justice say sa mo krata nam do bae no imbrem no kurampo no enimbrem mo krata no bae no mo ankasa mo nsan kohwem na mo hu se mo ni atra mo ni nton bebia mo tumi duru no ai se mo atra mutumi no enti mo nkan nkrata me dia ka ho na mo nsua bibi mfirim enkyere mo se Supreme Court na mo te ho no enkyere se mo ni mo mra nyina na se mo ni mo mra Parliament mra de different from Supreme Court mra. Enti speaker mo kyerɛ sa de we no na omode omonsem etare to se broni kyerɛ bi ka attached document and I say anything attached na se ode nkrata bi etare to enti we ni asama speaker ode koma Supreme Court de Osono Mame, the Chief Justice, say or no so the response no. Enyumre ya yete ha. The akotine say afenyo makin asa court. Era de yagobo. Afenyo makin wasa court enyumre ya. Now let me put this on record. Sa court na afenyo makin call the first Supreme Court no. That application na afenyo makin the call no or whatever you call it no. A Chief Justice na Troy or Rankasani office ma afenyo makin. Tie. the Chief Justice on a true sa a petition na afenyoma kende court first one the one na speaker responded to no a Chief Justice Gertrude on a trauma afenyoma ken and o date and o catch afenyoma ken so on famre no. Majority of you people don't know that. And nuntina afenyoma ken court that same day no the Chief Justice can say asem no obeti committee a Chief Justice and the trust a petition no edema afenyoma ken because afenyoma ken did not know what to write, how to go by it. Chief Justice the director no, so the Chief Justice actually prepared that petition for him. So application was the or the court first time now or say the Supreme Court and stop Alban Bagbin from doing anything in Parliament concerning the 3 seats near the I don't know a Chief Justice the trauma of your marking. Yes. Or no any didn't say or the man no and of course on presented or court and into the Chief Justice that same day no she was able to put together a committee. Chief Justice wrote it. You see, afenyoma ken and manipulate the Japan anas arimia anas case no. Afenyoma ken use Chief Justice for that case. Emma the Japan winnie ye. Afenyoma ken or no and a Chief Justice Papa wuye no. Afenyoma ken fie and a Chief Justice Papa ye. Afenyoma ken a ye Chief Justice Papa ye mano. Afenyoma ken Chief Justice they are like twins. Afenyoma ken maneuver ya o pull strings ma anas ni the Japan case no ema ye butia anas no afenyoma ken ono na ye ken the Japan lawyer enti afenyoma ken on nam ho no he manipulates the system. Into we the speed afenyoma ken call the first time the speed that Chief Justice receive the document no when read it because on no own. That is where the technicalities are. Alban Bagbin capitalize also. The first application or rate number the buyer no, rate number the buyer no. There were a lot of inconsistencies, technical inconsistencies, because the Chief Justice is abreast of a law. She is not abreast of parliamentary proceedings. And when afenyoma ken went there, no, because they were in a rush, because she wanted to draft the thing for him, no, until later now, Omankasa judge case ni na, omodi assembly ba ebema the legal team of a parliament na Alban Bagmu ready, no, omo who said the Supreme Court has erred because the inconsistencies in the ruling Nukra showed there the people who sat on the case did not have an idea about the case. So when the Chief Justice and the judge in front of Crantino, omodi rate no Emma bailiffs no, the issue was that because they were in a rush, because everything was being done to favor NPP afenyoma ken no, the Chief Justice the Chief Justice herself even forgot to say they cannot serve Alban Bagbin. And that they will have to serve Parliament. But because they were in a rush, because they were doing politics, because she was in a rush to save NPP, you know, she made some very technical mistakes. So it shows to say the ruling from day one, and also when the committee sat, you know, every single thing they did was illegal. It was not consistent. In any country, Chief Justice can be what? Petitioned and sacked. I'm telling you. If I'm John Mahama, this alone may just so permit Chief Justice if I win power. I'm telling you. Me say John Mahama na me win power. This alone may just so permit Chief Justice. She is not supposed to occupy that office. Now let me show you something here. Yabako the afenyoma ken is seeking again in court. And and say afenyoma ken asako court after Alban Bagbin release this reply edema Supreme Court. Now here there. Now, when you read the Constitution, right? Before we move forward, let me break this down to you. Now, let me first read the... One second. Let me get this right. Thank you, Mr. S. Now, when you read Article 118, now this is 117 first. Chapter 10, the legislature. okay constitution now, that's what it says. And that is where Obiabe will say they made a big mistake. The Supreme Court, it needs serious overhauling. Now reading chapter 10, the legislature, constitution now, immunity from service of processes and arrest. Now, 117 says, civil or criminal processes coming from any court or place out of parliament shall not be served on or executed in relation to the speaker or a member or the clerk to parliament while he is on his way to attending or at or returning from any proceedings of parliament. In they went to serve the speaker when he was on his way and when parliament had opened and when they were on their way to do parliament business. So in the first place, the bailiffs that came to parliament, they have actually gone against the law. For Afenyo to even have that room, in the first place, the bailiffs now, parliament, they were supposed to even in the first place serve parliament. They came to serve speaker, which is wrong because the article, I said the chapter 117, states it clearly that civil or criminal process coming from any court, which includes the Supreme Court, or place out of parliament shall not be served on or executed in relation to the speaker or a member or the clerk of parliament while he is on his way to, attending at or returning from any proceedings of parliament. When did they serve the speaker? And when they were serving, did they serve parliament as a body or they served Alban Bagbin as an individual? This is a question we need to be asking. So you get it. Now, when you read the 18, when you read the 118, this is what it says. Immunity from witness sermons, TA. And this is all got to do with the writ now. Supreme Court, the ma bailiffs, the service, it was even wrong from the beginning. Now, 1181 says, neither the speaker nor a member of nor the clerk to parliament shall be compelled while attending parliament to appear as a witness in any court or place out of parliament. Parliament is in session. The court, no court can compel speaker to leave parliament and come to court. No court. Afenyomakin went to court and sue the speaker. He did not go to sue parliament. In the first place, the Chief Justice Munimum Rana, they will be like, you know what? Are you suing the speaker as a person, or you are suing parliament as an institution, or parliament as a body? Because there are two things here. Now, from Fenyomakin's first writ, he was stopping the speaker of parliament from doing his duty. Afenyo went to Supreme Court to stop Alban Bagbin, and the court and the laws clearly states you cannot force the speaker or compel the speaker to come to parliament whilst parliamentary business is ongoing. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, when business is ongoing, no court can compel the speaker to appear in parliament. Now, so you cannot serve the speaker, or you cannot serve an MP. And the article makes it clear. No. That does not apply to the first one. Me say ochina. I do when I'm reading now. A clean cut, straightforward English. No. Ochina no power to radio so. Gary ni ma kwasi abeyo di MPP. Any omo so me MPP lawyers no. You know, the article, the Constitution states it, but remember, the affirmative statement does not apply to the 118 because the 118 conjunct with the 117. Yet it's almost 3 months. Ochina, oh, sorry, we Ochina, ometina 3 months. Yeah. Monsieur Ochina, you have lawyer for 30. Obia with the definition of this simple statement. Monsieur Ochina, obeti. Please, let me land for the baba. Or Chandopa, you will hear the left land people. This is self-explanatory, but let me land for the baba. Say, omunim law chain we are say. No omu contradict omu, no mu Jimmy omu, no mu backbite omu, no omu throw jabs. It does not make any sense. It is clear. This same thing happened when Kufuor was president. That was when Akufo-Addo was Attorney General. It happened during a year time Nana Kufuor was bent on jailing Chachuchi Kata. That was when Kufuor said Akufo-Addo is a fake lawyer. Akufo-Addo, that was when he went to court to say Kufuor against Chachuchi Kata instead of the state against Chachuchi Kata. No, eho enema Kufuor who say Akufo-Addo abon. Eho na opam Akufo-Addo koye the foreign affairs minister Oye Jogate Attorney General. It was when Akufo-Addo time I know your Attorney General no or court Ekoka say Kufuor against Chachuchi Kata because on tiasie on your lawyer papa or your cromfo into hono mu so man hwe ya obegu and meguase enum na Akufo-Addo was changed from Attorney General to Foreign Affairs Minister and yama Jogate be sure wa omu changing the year no the state against Chachuchi Kata. The same thing and after your marking ama Chief Justice aye. Now after your marking ako court na ako court no e na oka intended nyumbre and then you say after your marking court. Let me show you his court document. After your marking the Mika wasako eye osono maame ho enyumre ya o ai wako court. I say the president against Chachuchi Kata Kufuor were born fucking. Now this is after your marking and they wakone maame ho osono maame. Remember, Chief Justice wrote the first one for after your marking. Oh, ade your Chief Justice phone number yinim de akọ. Now, a court of court, no, or say opedien biem. After your marking, say ope another favor from the mame. Is the mother going to do for him? Yes. The Chief Justice does not like John Mahama. The Chief Justice of Ghana, she hates John Mahama. The Chief Justice is doing the bidding for NPPO. Chief Justice, Madam Tokonu, from all that we have seen, her body language when Mahama is around, the way she speaks, the Chief Justice is bent on helping this criminal government still move on to destroy us. So she is helping Afenyomakin in all means to make sure say Emrano I see a diso because any Chief Justice or Pendo Kurefano, she will not even entertain this in her court again. But Osonomami will do it because she is not at the Supreme Court to serve Ghana. She is there serving Akufo-Addo and serving the NPP. Put this in your head. Now, Alexander Afenyomakin, plaintiff, respondent, and Speaker of Parliament, first defendant or applicant, Attorney General, second defendant. On say, Afedie Afenyomakin ako court, wako change adia o de call first one no. Se sia no wako revise no, wadane no. O say se sia no. Adikudiente wa court no say Speaker Alban Bagbin aka Supreme Court say omuni eye tumi na was omoye de omoye nti ono Afenyomakin o siu parliament tio se se na asem no krampo no a free vacant seat no the prime case no se se ono ne problem no say aden na speaker aka Supreme Court say they were supposed to take their time and analyze the issue and that the thing they were doing was out of their jurisdiction and that they did not follow due process. Afenyomakin so on tiasie. As we speak, Afenyomakin at the Speaker of Parliament or the Speaker of Parliament and the Parliament Asako Supreme Court. Into reader or say, please take notice that the Honorable Court shall be moved by Theodorus Sorry Esquire, law counsel for and on behalf of the first defendant applicant herein, the first defendant praying the court for an order setting aside the processes and proceedings in the Supreme Court in the suit, vacating the order of the court dated 18th October 2024 on the grounds deposed to in the accompanying affidavit and take future notice. 1. The rate by which the plaintiff has purportedly invoked the court's original jurisdiction is incompetent. 2. The court has no jurisdiction to entertain the suit before the court. The court has no jurisdiction to stay execution of a ruling of the Speaker of Parliament of the Republic of Ghana. The processes and proceedings in the suit were filed and prosecuted in breach of the rules of natural justice. The order of the court dated 18 October 2024 were made in breach of the rules of natural justice. Now, sir, already after your marking document the filings are wire or quarter. I want you to follow me. All that Afenyo Market is seeking for now in court, and they say he is now going to court to challenge Speaker Alban Bagbin and Parliament to say, Adentina Parliament Eka said the Supreme Court did not have jurisdiction on that case. And for right now, no, I bet Afenyo Markin's personal fight against Parliament, against Speaker Bagbin. Adentina Bagbin say, a seminar or no Afenyo Markin the Supreme Court, no, Supreme Court does not have jurisdiction on the case. This is Afenyo Markin's case now. Afenyo Markin does not even care about the seats again. No. Right now, what he cares about is that he wants to go and redeem the image of the Chief Justice. Because from what I have told you, it clearly states that the Chief Justice has embarrassed the Supreme Court. The 5 committee members Omutina Seka say the case na Afenyo Markin dia ba expert ya obia engina ho en defend are contesting Afenyo Markin's case no. They are saying say they have been embarrassed to the point to say now Afenyo Markin is trying to redeem Supreme Court, redeem Chief Justice. He has actually abandoned his party. In terms of Wednesday, interestingly, right? Sal Asemana disenfranchised nipa almost 30,000. No, ever seen that the case is still hanging, but the Chief Justice has all the time for Afenyo Markin. The Chief Justice spends all her time reading Afenyo Markin's nonsense and trying to call a case within 24 to 48 hours because the Chief Justice is basically working for the NPP. The Chief Justice is bent on stopping John Mahama from being president. Because if you are not, why don't you allow Parliament to be Parliament and you, the Supreme Court, to be Supreme Court? Why are you now interfering and stepping over your boundaries to go and intimate another pillar of government? Because there are 3 pillars of government and they are all equally powerful and they are all equally independent. So if the Speaker of Parliament today has an issue in Parliament with a parliamentarian, it is not the Supreme Court that has to come and interpret parliamentary proceedings and parliamentary standing orders. It is Parliament that makes its own laws. Parliament has to have a way to clean that law up. So why should the Supreme Court jump all the way into Parliament to come and discuss their matter for them? They did not say they are not intelligent enough to solve their own problems. In fact, the law does not say that you should leave your office and enter their office to settle their problems. They have the right to settle their problems too. Unless the Constitution said that Parliament cannot solve its problem. Parliament makes its own law. Parliament solves its own problems. So why do you have to leave your office to come to Parliament and tell them what to do? From what you are seeing right now, no, Alban Bagbin has abandoned his initial case of Alban Bagbin has called, has basically ruled that 3 NPP MPs who are going independent, that they forfeit their seat. He has abandoned that first one. Now he is defending Supreme Court. Afenyo Markin is now fighting that why did Alban Bagbin say that the Supreme Court does not have jurisdiction over the case in Parliament. So right now, Afenyo Markin is the spokesperson for Supreme Court. So he went to his mother to tell Osnomame that today, again, Alban Bagbin is saying that you can't do your job. So right now, I'm coming to you. Can't tell him that you can do your job. The comedy in Ghana. The comedy in Ghana, because the only time that Speaker will see it necessary that we need the Supreme Court in the affairs of Parliament is when the Speaker of Parliament and Parliament requests for the intervention of the Supreme Court. When Parliament, led by its Speaker, at the end of the day, sits and realize that they will need the assistance of the Supreme Court on a matter, they request for that assistance. But when somebody runs out of Parliament to their political mother to say that there's something going on in Parliament and it is not favoring me, so within 4 hours, form a committee to make the case go in my favor, then it means the Supreme Court is breaching the law. It means the Chief Justice is overstepping. Then it means the rule of law is not being respected by the Chief Justice and the Supreme Court. And that is the kind of line the Speaker of Parliament is trying to draw and trying to educate the Chief Justice and the judges there that you people basically are destroying the democracy of this nation. So Alban Bagbin is even helping the Supreme Court. Alban Bagbin is educating the Chief Justice. Alban Bagbin is protecting the Supreme Court. But this is the case where the same Afenyomakin who was fighting for his MPs has abandoned them and now fighting for the Chief Justice. Why? Because the Chief Justice is more important to Afenyomakin than the NPP minority in Parliament. So, as I told you the last time, this whole thing Afenyomakin is doing, it is not about the NPP. It is not about the minority MPP in Parliament. It is about him. It is about him, his relationship with the Chief Justice, and how they will do everything possible to stay relevant. That's all. So it is a coordination. It's a collaboration. It's just this collaboration between himself and the Chief Justice because they have behind the scenes friendship that is too tight for them to oversee. A legitimate process. So they are so close to the point whereby the Chief Justice cannot see Afenyomakin embarrassed. So she will rather embarrass the court. She will embarrass the Supreme Court than to embarrass Afenyomakin, who organized her father's funeral in his house for her. This is where Ghana is now. This is where we are. Funny enough, this is where we are. This is a joke. This is a comedy. This is like 2-year-old kids managing a country. And because of the greed, because of the childishness and foolishness of an MP who feels too big, who thinks he's bigger than everybody, who is so stupid not to understand simple things, today the whole democracy that we respected, this filthy, dirty Afenyomakin has embarrassed the Chief Justice to the point whereby a circuit court, in fact, what do we call a magistrate court judge today will look at the Chief Justice and laugh. The Chief Justice is now a laughing stock. The Chief Justice is now a comedian. We are all laughing at the Chief Justice. Now it is clear that the Chief Justice is not there to apply the law. The Chief Justice is in the Supreme Court to do politics. That's what we are in now. This is the embarrassment. And we were advising Tokonu that put your selfish interest aside. Put your personal hatred towards a political party or individuals and be the Chief Justice Ghana wants. Today you are being the Chief Justice Ghana does not need. Today, a magistrate court judge will be sitting in their home and laughing at you because you have chosen party over you being the Chief Justice. This is embarrassing. There's nothing you can do to redeem your image. You are done. I thought the worst Chief Justice we had was Enini Yeboah. After it was alleged that he took $5 million, till date, he has not come out to say it was true or it wasn't. I thought we were going to be better. You are worse. You have made the Chief Justice position look so weak, so flimsy, so weak, so easy to break because you have lowered the standard. Today, young people like us are questioning the Chief Justice because the Chief Justice has even failed to understand that her jurisdiction ends at a point. She does not even know where it ends because she has allowed party. Osono Maame has allowed party to drag her in shit. Afenyomakin, the NPP as a political party, they smell of shit. If you allow yourself, if you grab them, if you hug them, you'll be smelling of shit. And that is what we are seeing today. The Supreme Court smells of shit because we have allowed politics to infiltrate, politics to hug our judges. No matter what the Chief Justice you do from Wednesday, it will still not change the status. You have embarrassed yourself. If I win power tomorrow as the president, I will sack you. I will use this to sack you because you have even overstepped your boundaries. You are becoming too powerful. You are becoming a tyrant. Out of pain, anger, and greed, out of hatred for some people, you have overstepped your boundaries. You have neglected the core responsibilities. That makes you the Chief Justice. You have to reason beyond politics. You are not reasoning beyond politics. You are doing cheap politics. You are licking the butt of a dead president. You are sitting there and making young fools in parliament come to you and drag all that you have built into mud. Today, your whole credibility is in the mud because young people, young lawyers, ordinary Ghanaians can see through you that you have no credibility left. You are doing cheap party politics. You cannot redeem yourself. You are done. You cannot redeem yourself, madam. Osonomame, you are done. And you sit there as just a symbol. But nobody will give you that respect. You will force yourself. You will not earn it. Respect is earned. And it's through your actions, it's through your diligence, it's through your patience, it's through your neutrality. It is through you understanding the ethics of your job. You have swallowed all these things in the name that you hate a political party. You hate a former president. You don't like a group of people. You don't have the heart to accommodate Ghanaians at the Supreme Court. Your heart is too, it is skewed. You are not genuine. You cannot sit or preside over a case and be honest. Alpha Market has destroyed everything that you have built. Ghana as a nation today has the worst Supreme Court Chief Justice in our history. Today, everybody is making mockery of you. We are laughing at you. We see you to be a Chief Justice who can be bought easily. As we sit here, because of party politics, because of tribe, because of pettiness, we don't even know who a Ghanaian is. All because you took a path that was good for you, but not for the people. You cannot even tell me who is a Ghanaian. All because of greed. All because you think a foolish old man in the Jubilee House is going to make you powerful. No, we are the people. The power we entrusted you makes you powerful. The gods on the land, our support, the belief we have in you will make you powerful. It is not a foolish man sitting at the Jubilee House. You don't even know who a Ghanaian is. You sit in Ghana and you are proud of it. Are you a Ghanaian? What makes you a Ghanaian? This is cheap. You have cheapened yourself. You have cheapened that thing you wear. You have cheapened that court. Because honorable men and women have gone through that and we have seen how diligently they conducted themselves. But what you are doing here is a joke. Maybe nobody is bold enough to tell you. I will tell you in your face because you are old enough to understand that the democracy of this nation is important than a stupid parliamentarian or a stupid president. That is why we gave you everything. Why are you turning Supreme Court into Makola? Why are you turning into some shopping center? Anybody enters there, pick whatever they want and walk away. Since you came into office, this foolish group in parliament calling themselves NPP minority, every single day they run to Supreme Court and they get what they want. If you want to adapt them and let them fool themselves. But you cannot, because we the taxpayers are taking care of you. You need to serve us, not a political party. Who are you? Are you a Ghanaian? Can you explain to me whether you're a Ghanaian or not? Because of cheap politics. Because you people want to open your mouth and lick the butt of an 78-year-old man who will die soon. You eat his shit because you want power. See how embarrassed you are. See, you allow these people the respect we had for the Supreme Court. Today, anyone can criticize the Supreme Court because of the way you conduct yourself. There's no respect again. You have cheapened the whole Supreme Court. You were the same person I sat on my platform to say, make a difference. I remember that day. I sat here and said, you were going to be better than Enini Yeboah. You are the worst Chief Justice. And I swear to God, if you make your time, some way, somehow, you will be kicked out because you have denigrated the court. How do you read your law? How do you understand the law? How do you interpret the law? Why are you so quick to let fools come to the Supreme Court to misbehave? The Supreme Court does not belong to a political party or a president. It belongs to we the people. So why are you making a family and friends project? Let's stop this, madam. You are an embarrassment. You need to apologize to Ghanaians. You need to apologize to your pastor. If your pastor is honest enough and is not entertaining your hypocrisy, you need to go before your church, strip yourself naked and tell them you are sorry because you have sinned before man and sinned before God. The hypocrisy in your heart will not give you peace. Why? The whole country lifts a whole Supreme Court and give to you. You swear by the Bible and you eat with the devil. What kind of life is this? You swear by the Bible and eat with the devil. What kind of life is that? You know yourself. Look in your heart. The hypocrisy, it kills men. Now, let's go to the United States of America. 751, good timing. Now, the U.S. government, America, if your man come to Ghana, no, and America for the letter bremo. The American government, through the U.S. Embassy, Ghana, the krata biabe to abontina krata ni more ding. Maybe king can krata na ma chere eyeswame for the U.S. Embassy in the history of the Republic of Ghana ebin sida. And the American government the krata bre Ghana for se monjina monkenkan asema ye ka chere buni ebin sida. It is only under the leadership of Akufo-Addo. Ebin sida. And this letter should tell you, Ghanaian now, and say, the whole world, they have been watching us, especially the United States. The intelligence the U.S. government, Ghana, no, Kandapa does not have. So when they write a letter to give to Ghanaians and say, hey, you people, the democracy that you have protected, democracy that Kwame Nkrumah mo fighting for, John Mahama mo Atame Osumu nyina be fighting for, no, it is on the brink. Democracy is hanging on a thin line, and they are worried because they don't want to look. They don't just want to sit back and watch. They are seeing that there are some people in Ghana who are basically not ready to protect your democracy. They are worried for you. Because in the US, so many problems, more problems, and so I'm going to because now US, don't they have problems? They have problems, but you fools come to them for money. So it means if they have a problem, your problem is bigger than theirs because they can solve their problem. How about you? For Jimmy, what the US government is telling you. Moment can let no.
And the omission of Oxford University.
Let me, I don't want to be petty at all about this. Nanado is a distinguished lawyer in this country. He went to Oxford, did not complete Oxford. If you don't have a certificate in a place, you don't add it.
Oxford University.
I don't want to be petty at all about this. Nanado is a distinguished lawyer in this country. He went to Oxford, did not complete Oxford. If you don't have a certificate in a place, you don't add it.
Oxford University.
I don't want to be petty at all about this. Nanado is a distinguished lawyer in this country. He went to Oxford, did not complete Oxford. If you don't have a certificate in a place, you don't add it. Look.
All right, so Mama Yang this US Embassy for letter no. The whole Ghana enya do bia be kind letter ni nyina adwudwam hankwa. And a very serious letter. I was saying you're taking it serious. And I believe that the American government, they like Ghana so much because so what's the deal? We have so many US embassies around Africa. But for them to take their time to say, we need to advise you people on this. We need to send this caution. This letter is not a warning, it's a caution. And when it's caution, you can take it. And when you take that caution very well, it can help you avoid any disaster ahead of you. So they are not threatening Ghana. They are cautioning Ghanaians. They are nicely letting us understand that our country, not everybody in Ghana, people with power or without power, likes to see us move forward as a nation with our democracy intact. So this letter, it concerns you. It should tell you something in the history of Ghana. Bibi San Sida. And when we see things like this, or see because I can tell you in authority, the US government, they have more intelligence than the Ghana government. Or Ghana. And it's a fact. The ominimo yani assassin, how they take their time to analyze yene assassin. We don't have that time because yene break. Yes, pajamas and the air model. And we don't have the time. So they have been our partners for a long time. In fact, Upekura, Omabua Ghana financially for years. The US has been there for Ghana. Majority of our funds, our donor money, China, the US have been our bedrock from day one until China came in with this illegal money. So we need to understand the United States, they have been there for us for years, and they are still there for us. They protect us home and away, and they have been close to Ghana, and we have formed this alliance with them. They would love us to have good democracy, good country, protect this nation. They will also want to keep their country intact so that we can all do business together as two countries. So there's nothing bad about what they are doing. They are trying to let you know that the little they have done, this is what they have seen. Into more swamino, more Ghana no muntie, mamindjum. Let na US for Ediabano eni egigim. And Nanado Dankwe Kufuado also a lawyer. John Dramani Mahama on call law school, or the president for 4 years, 3 months. US government did not see the need to write a letter on election day or a week or 40 days to elections. The US government, no superpower wrote a letter to us because there was nothing like we have a president who is unpredictable. There was nothing like we have a government that is unpredictable. There was nothing like we have a government that can kill its own people and laugh. Now we have gotten to that point where the US, the Europeans will be following suit. They have done their checks and they know that we are living with people. In fact, people we are giving power to who are dangerous to this country. Now, omeletano etiripono enie. Visa restriction policy on undermining democracy in Ghana. US for embassy of Ghana through the State Department. Omatro letter abre Ghana say, almost say, visa, omo de tabono ebeto nipakuo biswa. Eni say omo visa omo free Ghana free say. Omo ni say sa nipakuo fo no, omo no ya nhwe ne ye a omo be say kebi mami kebi no mo dwane. For now, omo ma edin bia. Omo se omo de emrabi to hɔ a nipakuo bi a omo Ghana omo hwɛ omo a omo bɔ mu tirim pɔ sɛ ye kebi mami kebi no omo be sɛ no obi ani wa oba be fa abegye visa abewurem akɔ US omo se omo ni da fam asɛm we etipɔ no kwa ɔsɛ ma weyem hyehyew na ye den that means say omo ka kyerɛ kasa kwa mu sɛ ye wɔ nipa bi a omo aban mu omo wɔ Ghana omo tumi a omo amadwene sɛ omo be sɛ mo man no we nya grow we eye gigim beso to man people oya boa now mamin dwedwam mamin kan krata no na eye Ghana ye nyina ye hu US for brofo no so be steady brofo no plain and straight senka we statement we if Ghana government when e bank won't mean kind and the article 17 of the Constitution has declared and the substrate that be we US for tie brofo no emu da ho teacher kofi mu nyina ate the United States and press statement Anthony J. Blinken, Secretary of State, on the letter we buy. On an insashasye, your friend Anthony J. Blinken, Secretary of State, October 28, 2028. On an insashasye, intenya letter wa. That's US Department of State. US Department of State. Enye letter wa. Sa color we are san enye obi na wo bi omo special paint bi no ma mix omo nya color we unta nya ne sa keke omo tena ho e na omo di we abrɛ. Now omo say the United States is committed me benya botre dwudwam men rational ye wie ne apon. The United States is committed to supporting and advancing democracy in Ghana and around the world. Omo say US United States omo de ade do makoma so say eye kebi ma min kebia eye de ebo nkuro ho ban ebo nipa ho ban e wo wiase afa na nyina no eye ade a eda makoma so yendwudwam. The Department of State is announcing a new visa restriction policy today that will restrict US visas for any individual responsible for undermining democracy in Ghana. Almost say ende omudi tudwa ama Ghana fo nyina ye president obia atiase se eye US ekuro ene aban no almost say omudi eye emra bi to a nipakuo bi a omabo omutirimu po se kebi ma min kebi e wo Ghana omobetiem ase no ama Ghana kuro no abo during this election no sa nipakuo no omudi emra bi to se sa nipakuo no enya ade a omobema omukwan e ma obegi visa abewura eye US omobetena Ghana enya de omo be pene ema saa mu nipa no efri Ghana aba US. Now omo ko minimum say This policy would take effect in advance of Ghana's presidential and parliamentary elections scheduled to take place December 7, 2024. Almost Sambra we almost show no. Almost to 15 ya kopiosi ebe toaba ni atoaba kurewie. Inti anya se debi mra. Almost shine from enne. Nipa kubi omo Ghana ewo tumi ewo abanmu ewo eye tumi a omo tumi ti Ghana ehhehye mra ma nyoma bemu no omo se enne omo de mra eto ho se o tumi wo Ghana na wa adwene se Ghana kebi mami kebi no o pese odi koti kwan bi sei no omo aye omo hwehwemu aye omo research omo wo intel omo nya ready so omo be share ba omo di nka abo obi akokọ nipa kubi omo Ghana omo wo tumi omo adwene so omo be sei Ghana tumi ni betuma free EC 2 minutes betume free Jubilee House, 2 minutes betume free Finance Ministry, 2 minutes betume free National Security, 2 minutes betume free the Ghana Army, betume free the Ghana Police, betume free anybody who has power or say Oma yomo juma ayomo de investigations se hu se nipa bia ya oma dwene na omo ka che Ghana for some de mbra bia to efiti ne ekopem se beto aba na to aba na wie saa nipa ko bia obeye no ho ke obi eni wo free Ghana ye nyire betinem mana hye yan to aso na menjudwam. Team, are you still with me? Now, young queen, Usafor no ejujum, mamijujum. This visa restriction policy would apply only to specific individuals who undermine democracy and is not directed at Ghanaian people nor the government of Ghana. When you're from a diplomatic statement, almost say. Sam Rana Omashano, Mrebia Sebio apply to Nipakubi. Almost say Sam Rano, Mrebia apply only. This policy would apply only to specific individuals. Or see, Sam Brawe Omashana Mriatuana, almost say Omodi Bedijumano. Nipakubi Pana fa omuhu. Na Sebio enya Ghana. Mine nkwa ene sebio Ghana fo nkwa na form. It means so catch say so wudi boni wo Ghana o say Ghana fa bi ma kebia untumi nko Togo because a homo US embassy wo enko fa onko US untumi nko Benin enko embassy wo enko say okoji visa ako US untumi nko Ivory Coast untumi nko in fact the Sub-Saharan Africa ha US embassy wo say okoji visa ako America into am say sa emra we no nipa ku bi na mo hwe mo pa wo Ghana na ensanya Ghana for nkwa etrem. That means our borders baby a US embassy borders wo your borders are US embassy wo nyina eka ho. Into to me can say oh say Ghana democracy during the election, after the election, and then go to Togo and go seek for visa and fly to the US, or go to Ivory Coast, go to Cote d'Ivoire, Benin, or go to like no. Almost say enye Ghana nkwa omatrim restriction no e cover. The peripheries no esopa yenjujum. Almost say Ghana has achieved 3 decades of democratic elections and the peaceful transfer of power between parties, a record to be proud of and a model to cherish. Hey, bro, phone na mebe chire no. Say broni kan sem we ya na otwe wa adwene esi bibi so. O say Ghana kebi mamin kebi no. Eba eye kebi mamin kebi a yenya kebi mamin kebi asesa aban beye emfie duasa na omo ni se Ghana eye kebi mamin kebi ya somwa besim pempensuwe yi o kan wasem obese o kire wo se from Kwame JJ Rawlings time ye to aba bedru ende no yenya emre bia ye beto aba nipa bia o madwene so mo be say democracy no na emom de ende de mo democracy ni ambo ho ban a from ende no yenya democracy ni biom enti sa kasa we so what statement Emma diplomatic statement these are the kind of language you use and it's a menya would say jujoma chiro into omo kan abakwasem say montwa mo ni hwe mo chi da ban na ban bi ba so a ye ne US ya chole tampo abekasa asem we bi da say na aban ba so monya kebi mami kebi abesi ha empempensuo we. It means say from your past no it has been good but we are telling you say now it is not safe. Mature brofo, mature comprehension, mature how to understand. So obi show diplomatic statement and mature wono. Omuko meni mo say the United States readiness a record to be proud of and a model to cherish. The United States' readiness to impose visa restrictions if circumstances warrant is an example of our support for the aspiration of all Ghanaians for a peaceful, transparent, and credible electoral process that reflects the will of the people. Brofo, very important. Say, adikudientia US edi samra we beto no say omo pese omo bo ye kebi ma kebi ho ban during election we senior ye be conduct elections no ene sebio emu beda ho fine ena sebio eye process no obi enchiti obi mbu obi emu beda ho krogen sene be ya e den asumdwe beba sene be ya nipa omo Ghana no de omo pe ene besi tie omo say adikudienti omo to no emra we beto no nyina ne say omo pese ye to aba and the will of the people should be what will prevail. It almost say when the will of the people do not or does not prevail, there's a problem. In this nipa bi wa abamu nipa bi di manim no ma adwene say the majority of the people no say omo pe John Mahama omo pe NDC na say nipa bi wa abamu nipa bi wa EC nipa bi wa national security nipa bi wa military nipa bi wa Jubilee House no omo say omo otumi omo pe so omo tie ma US for ne catch omo say that will not be accepted because the will of the people is the will of God. Into the yen nipa ne ye no anything omo ka say or say election no emu ye korogyen yeah. Obanyansafo yebuni be oka ne nkrema o se oba kemi ekemi be kese obanyansafo yebuni be yenka nasem oba kemi ekemi be yanto aso nkrafo dem ka monka obukwa asem firi so now okwa asia wa second paragraph ye dwudwam unye bi obebia eya hankoa na obenya we enti dem ka nyo se show no de ehia eni tina Ghana mpenifo ne nkwara ne mpenifo obi ahwe yenya time ne dwudwam. Now, the second paragraph says this. All right, Mr. P, Mr. S, good. The visa restriction policy is pursuant to Section 212A, 3C of the Immigration and Nationality Act and allows the Department of State to implement visa restrictions for individuals believed to be responsible for or complicit in undermining democracy in Ghana, including through the manipulation, including mame fani bio na hanede hana say inkukum ai mame fani bio ade wona mo hu se posan ehu rough ane kufu ada people ana mo yam sere brane champon mo ehu rough. The visa restriction policy is pursuant to Section 212A, 3C of the Immigration and Nationality Act and allows the Department of State to implement visa restrictions for individuals believed to be responsible for or complicit in undermining democracy in Ghana, including through the manipulation or rigging of the electoral process, the use of violence to intimidate, coerce, or prevent people from exercising their rights to freedom of association and peaceful assembly, the use of measures designed to intimidate, coerce, or prevent political parties, representatives, voters, or members of civil society or the media from voicing or disseminating their views or engaging in any other activity designed to improperly influence the conduct or outcome of an assembly ever de assembly nyina na ha na show assembly na make US for nsem yesi broni obema aduane ayeda cheese no de hye mfimfin ene na nkranfo kan over bemi broninyo e cheese ebomi o si aduane broni bema aduane ayeda o de cheese de hye mfimfin akosi broni fe efu de komi edo e bomino cheese I just say broni se aduane be da o de cheese ni hye mfimfin o be o de cheese na be hye cheese na ha na hye o si mo de munim de ba MPP nka munja aba no na monka se Ghana fo ye nyina ye se pe NDC mom ye nko yenim munim de asi abrofo na se mom ka nyina nso emra emom ho kwan na samra no ye fe no eye de eye restriction policy the visa restriction policy no omo frɛ no Section 212A 3C of the Immigration and Nationality Act o se emom ho kwan se nipa bia wa na adwene se aba ye beto no Ghana ye be bobo aba obesesa aba no ye beto aba obetata nipa Yebeto aba obe prevent nipa from say omo to aba. Yebeto aba obe fa koti kwan bi so ahye nipa bi so. Yebeto aba omo mmara so omo ka aba no ho asem se yebeka omo kasabo ahye omo eyem. Omo asebio omo pese omo kire omo adwene a yebeka omo adwene ahye omo tirim. Omo a yebetata omo a yebetwituo abo omo tuo. Omo ti omo kurase a ye di police fo obekwa gina omo so. Omo won kwan se omo hwe aba no se emuda ho a yebeka se omo ntena fie e de etuo betata omo. Sebio Ghana fo a nipa bi be imagine say omo dada omo momagye eye emraboni bi atum ababoni bi atum US for aban say nipa bi a wo Ghana obebo no hu musuo and the US no e kire sa nipa no oni US no eko omo say omo mpene ne omo mpene china omo mpese de see 2020 de bi be si wo Ghana. If you say whether you like it or not, US omo property wo Ghana upeu omo ewe japade wo Ghana 2020 de ko no mu huye. They saw the news, they investigated it, they know what happened. Omo say so why wa adwene mpo wa bo wutiri mu po say o pese wudi bone o pese o kan nipa bi kasa bo ahye omyem o tata nipa bi even civil societies on pese o kasa e say Franklin Kujomo o pese o tata omo e say eye de asepa mo e say omo itu omo wesi o meka no kre e say eye de nipa bi a omo ka no kre Ghana fo bi pese o mkoto aba wa be gina omo say omo ntu ni sei nipa bi a wodi tuo akọ gina omo so ubotuo o hwe nsuogu nipa so wo isia o dane aba electoral commissioner wakoji sika o dane aba omo say musio kaun na so muso wumu ose emusi ewiase enya wode. The United States is the biggest, the most powerful nation on this planet, and I say it with all the joy. The US has its own problems, but the US is not selfish. As much as they have their own problems, they are still looking out for people. And people like Ghana, a country like Ghana, the US is not selfish to ignore Ghana for Ghana to go through this kind of tyranny. They are not saying by force, to Abako say, they are just telling people who will be leading this election that do the right thing. The will of the people is the most important thing. Into the US as a country is looking, is watching. And I can't be before the United States of America ever release a letter saying, no, I had investigations in Nipo be winning elections. No, I had research in Nipo be winning elections. No, I had research in Nipebia form Hydros on Mukunipa. No, I had investigations in Nipebia one national security on Besom Dipone. Why had investigations in our communications or telephone cover or BBA. But Bibinti and a software a preachy. Na Obaba na him was sorry them are oyine to soro. Until say Bibi Beka papa nje prede. Into more my imagine say on those people who have these intentions of committing some crazy chaos to win elections, you have been warned. Nobody should come around later and say this was never said. This letter should not be treated lightly. This is a straight caution to protect our democracy. And this is coming from the most powerful nation on the planet. Whether you like it or not, it's your own problem. Abrofo kra echa US visa baha. Abrofo echa US lottery. It shows how powerful the United States is. It might have its own problems, but you cannot take away their superpower from them. Me say, bro, ni kratini krum epe US lottery eba America. It should tell you something. It has its own problems, but it is big enough to take care of everybody. Usafor ebunibe yenkana sem. Letter no ne krakra no de etwatoɔ no enie. Certain family members of such persons may also be subject to these restrictions. Persons who undermine democracy in Ghana, including in the lead up to, during, and following Ghana's 2024 elections, may be found to be ineligible for visa under this policy. Almost say, Munipa na moya adwiri mu pose mo bebo sa abra no mo ma ene mo yire no mo kura no sambra we eka mo obi say Brian Champon otumi send tax ekobotuo ya se wo yire ne wo ma oba na oti US ano US government ni mebi oti o enti asem a mabobu tiri mu po sa mo be say Ghana na mo say Ghana ene mo nchime na mo yire ne mo mba na betena abrochire e de say osono maame abeto dan wo New Jersey no the US government say or ka kire mo say sa emra we ehye mo yire ene mo mba. Don't think say wona wudi bone no o yire ne wo mba betena America nobody ye betenem into peniye a yenye niye so o peniye a ende ye be mia wo nko awokon obanyansafo yebuni be yen kana sem asamaba My name is Kevin Akobedu-Tela. It's been wonderful having you here today. We will meet tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Ghana time, 4:30 US East Coast time. Be good. God bless you. God bless me. Cheers and good night.
Number 8. What the number 8? Number 8. Number 8. Number 8. What the number 8? Number 8.
Mufasiano Embame.
She neko tuyegu.
Naminchikano.
Kojo B. Kawachi 2024 Mahameba. Edem clear NDC afa. Abopa ban omo bese shebo. ATS omo transfer na ombe ye yo. One district, one factory. Scanner ban omo chama mo family. Dr. Mahamudu ba omo ya ne ya pipi ni me say abane de Mahama afa. Mahama afa. Eti ba omo ya tanchan. Abane de Mahama afa. Mahama afa. 2024 ne obi ampere cause Mahama afa. Mahama afa. Still abay me say tanchan. Abane de Mahama afa. Mahama afa. 7 December number 8 24 hours economy Mahama ba youth be adwuma ye Mahama teso no we be ma Ghana fo na moma ye nya ye upe wumpo wo ba ba me ade se woda 7 December ni do aye nto abane ma Mahama no abane de Mahama afa Mahama afa eti ba me atanchan abane de Mahama afa Mahama afa 2024 ne obi ampere cause Mahama afa Mahama afa still bay me se tranchan abane de Mahama afa Mahama afa 2024 ne obi ampere ensuo me na manfo no oba besi agisika gogu ne mpaase cathedral yesi emanyame $58 million adane swimming pool wo se mo be break 80 rada tenate o Mahama wada number 8 to Ghana for abotu abana monto Mahama like this year Mahama afa 24 hours economy 7 December abano Mahama afa 2024 ne obi ampere cause Mahama afa Mahama afa still abay me se tranchan abane de Mahama afa Mahama afa 2024 ne obi ampere check mobile mo se dollar dwane mo se mobile mo betina tenase mobile dollar na yantaban watu na onana mu wiase sana mo kwa mo super incompetent they make kind of full evidence the bank na eguwe go phone na eguwe setting koma abane de Mahama afa Mahama afa etiba o me atanchan abane de Mahama afa Mahama afa 2024 ne obi ampere cause Mahama afa Mahama afa still abay me se tranchan abane de Mahama afa Mahama afa 7 December number 8 Kotokraba market wa yeah circle overhead wa yeah Kumasi Kadetian wa yeah Mahama E-blocks na man free SHS abaso abane de Mahama afa Mahama afa etiba o me atanchan abane de Mahama afa Mahama afa 2024 ne obi ampere cause Mahama afa Mahama afa still abay me se tranchan abane de Mahama afa Mahama afa 2024 ne obi abane de JM afa JMbra abane de JM afa JMbra NDC afa JMbra Mahama afa JMbra abane de Mahama afa etiba o me atanchan abane de Mahama afa 2024 ne obi ampere cause Mahama afa still abay me se tranchan abane de Mahama afa 2024 ne obi ampere Mahama afa what the number 8 what the number 8 tax no obetete so Mahama afa youth no ben adwuma ye Mahama afa ba o me message dan chain Mahama afa 24 hours economy abane de Mahama afa Mama fa. It's about me at Sanchen. Abane dia Mama fa. Mama fa. 2024 ni obi ampere cause Mama fa. Mama fa. Still bay Mr. Tranchen. Abane dia Mama fa. Mama fa. 7 December number 8. What the number 8, number 8, number 8, number 8. What the number 8, number 8, 8.